So, who remembers what we did 2 weeks ago? Or 3 weeks ago, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we landed at the town.
Kolsk.
Yeah. Made our way to the equipment shop because Saz was freezing. We exchanged stories for warm clothes, and then we made our way to the bar, where we exchanged sadness for drinks and lodging.
We also had some time with Konkashkin telling us some lore of the area. And he taught us turtle recall.
Formerly Turtle Home, yeah.
It's a lot like Total Recall, but not really.
There it is.
Yep. Yep.
Our first serious pun of the night.
It has just begun.
And it's like a 10-minute ritual, I think?
24-hour.
24-hour ritual.
24-hour ritual. Oh, my.
Yeah. So it's not something we can just whip out.
Which explains it being Turtle Recall. It takes 24 hours just to do the ritual.
Very slow.
It takes a long time to get your ass to Mars.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Very slowly.
People look at us as we pass. They're fox-coated snow rabbits, some snowy owls, and halfling dominated. Okay. So they're very animal folk in Kolsk.
It's a very small world.
So a non-minor correction, you are not in Kolsk. You are in the village of Gair, at the base of Gair the Younger.
Right. Yeah. Apologies. And we were... Yeah. Oh god, it's a test. We were told to find Cinderheart as a contact. And what we did as Cindershade. And they're a moth. They go by many names.
They're a fire.
They're a fire.
The moth
no,
is
the moth
the dream tender, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fire toxin is called Cindershade. The fire is. Yep. Oh man, it's been a while. It's been too long. I'm sorry.
I had to re-listen to it last night, so.
Prior.
And we found out that the the tree has grown quite tall and blocks out what light they have. The outskirts are surrounded by undead and some type of creature or thing called the Seven.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the exact name.
The area is dominated by a creature known as the Eye of Seven Despairs.
Eye of Seven Despairs. Thank you. And there have been some attempts to, I guess, burn some of the canopy of the tree. That's everything that I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The undead creatures live in the shadow of the tree.
There's some discussion about whether burning the canopy would allow more light in and then get rid of the undead and stuff, or whether that's bad because the druids of the tree don't want to do that. They want to protect their tree.
And letting the light in has its own problems, I think.
Yeah.
Letting the light in would require them to essentially prune or at least cut the canopy, and the druids are like, who are called the Sindar, that's like the circle name, are just like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
They're like, nah, tree rights over human rights.
Where have I heard that before?
Couldn't tell you.
Alright, does anybody have anything they want to add or ask or request clarification on before we start?
Do you feel we missed anything?
I corrected most of the major ones. You did get the story from the Twilight Horde about certain kitties burning the tree because of the lack of light, casting everything in twilight, which allows the undead to kind of roam. Just a clarification, the Holy Roads are kind of a big deal. They go from Creed to Gaia the Younger to Kos to Gaia the Elder, and Undead and Raksha. Raksha are the other things that are kind of tormenting the area. Can't cross it. Can't step foot on it, can't anything. What else?
The hell is Raksha?
They are chaotic Fae, but where Fae can kind of have, like, there's entire races of Fae. Every Raksha is wholly unique and usually represents a story.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah. And they also eat emotions.
Oh. Okay.
I've had
Silver
some
String
times in
found
my
a
life where
territory.
it would have been nice to have one of those around.
For real,
bro.
In the previous night, you guys, what is it? You bought drinks in exchange for like an hour of sadness. Like you couldn't be sad for an hour, so you were just having a great time. And then you purchased a night in the tavern, which is called the Burl and Briar. And in exchange, you had a dreamless sleep. Like they got your dreams, just for the night.
They can have that. It's fine.
Alright, so I guess that's where we'll begin. We'll just begin in the Burl and Briar. Let me make sure all my documents are open. It's been a while. Gotta shake the dust off. Alright. Your eyes dart open. Your peaceful sleep disappearing into distant memory, quickly fading. As you're staring up at the strange swirling burl patterns in the roof above you, this roof made of intertwining wood in strange shapes. Music sounds in the distance, the festivities of the previous, night having not ceased at all. People are still dancing, singing, making merry. You have no idea how long you've been asleep. But you smell of drink and generally remember the previous night, even though it is a haze, with a good air about it. You've all shared a room, essentially, or at least a set of rooms. And space is at a bit of a premium here, given how everybody from the upper canopies has been kicked out due to the recent burnings.
Yep.
So it is your first full day in Gaia the Younger. And what goals do you wish to tackle? Well, that is up to you. The cheery fire of cinder bloom crackles and burns in the center of the common room. And you could swear, if you look in, it waves at you, as much as a fire can wave. And so I hand it over to you. On this fine morning, what will you do?
Well, at least that was a good night. Or at least I feel like it was. From what I can remember, anyways.
Is it morning already?
It seems like it. It feels like it. Can't really tell though.
Yeah, there's no sun peeking through. Still twilight. Maybe a little lighter. How are you guys feeling?
Rested.
Good.
Seems to be perpetual twilight here.
Yeah. Unless they do manage to burn the canopy down.
I wonder if there's anything else we can do about that.
It's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it?
Well, we could always look more into this Eye of Seven Despairs.
Hmm.
Maybe if they have less to fear, they'd be more inclined to trim the hedges.
Not a bad idea. It gives us at least a little bit of a bargaining chip.
I mean, if we're spreading the good word, as it were, then having some victories against defined evil would, benefit, right?
I would think so. Will,
That
this
would.
is kind of your area, right?
My area?
You're the kind of the expert, so to speak, in the divine.
Oh, not by a long shot. But, guess we could try. I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to find this Seven Despairs creature?
Well, at the
Well-
very least, we should gather information about it or try and research it.
Yeah, I do fear if we find it, it is going to stomp us into the ground.
Well, if undead run rampant, what would lead such a horde?
Say,
It could be anything.
Something powerful.
Something itself undead.
I I mean, even if all we
Might as
do
well.
initially is just try to make the road safer.
Would definitely be a good place to start. Get a feel for the land.
Right, right. Yeah, well, I mean, should we start with our host to see if they know something?
Good a place as any.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well. I guess no time like a present, huh?
Whew.
Make his way over to the fireplace.
The fire crackles merrily as you approach. Its fuel snapping and crackling as you can feel its attention turns to you. A vague face in the outlines of the flickering flames. Oh, hello! Did you have a good morning?
We did. We had a good night. Good morning to you. Kylos bless you.
Carlos, bless me.
Yes.
Well, someone should, that's for sure.
Well, it seems like we've been led to look into this Seven Sorrows thing.
Seven sorrows. Oh. The Eye of Seven Despairs.
Oh, yes, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Seven Despairs it is. Why did I get Sorrows?
They
different
are
plane.
similar.
Not the same.
meaning. Perhaps
yes.
you opened up the wrong thesaurus.
The Eye of Seven Despairs. Is there anything you can tell me of it?
Well, I've never met the thing personally, but I can tell you what I know. Ask your
Oh.
questions, I'll answer.
Oh, well, is there any word of what it might be? Or where it might be?
It is presumably a soul or perhaps an undead. It doesn't seem to very much like the Black Caravans, harassing them all the way until they built a holy road. But no one has seen it, him, her, they, at all, at least admitted it, or lived to tell about it.
Like the Black Caravans.
Yes, it used to raid them quite continuously, until they built the holy roads a few centuries ago.
More so them than anyone else, or?
You could always purchase safe passage from the Eye at the time, for reasonable prices, of course. But the Black Caravans, no, they had to triple their guard every time they passed through the north. That is, of course, until they laid down the first of the holy bricks.
7 Despairs? The 7 Despairs doesn't sound so bad. So, what is it that does it make trouble for our folks?
It can, I'm certain. People who cross its territory tend to have a bad time of it nowadays. But very few deign to not use the holy roads.
Do the undead encroach upon the town at all?
They
Or
try
do they mostly?
constantly. But we cannot presume that it is one creature ruling over everything, can we? Perhaps it is. Perhaps it isn't.
This has always puzzled me. Do you know why the undead seem to hate the living so much?
They generally don't. Not here. Not. You have to understand, and I'm sure you do. When you die, unless the Black Caravans collect you, you're just a soul. Wandering Radiance. Of course, those souls can be bargained, trapped, consumed by other things. The Raksha are known to eat souls occasionally when their diet demands it. But other than that, well, I don't know the specifics. I'm not well learned in the arts of death, but perhaps you can find someone who is. I hear the House of Whispers is still open.
Oh, the House of Whispers. That
Yes.
sounds foreboding.
Oh, it's just a dramatic name that the locals give the Temple of the Divine Shadow. It's halfway up the trunk. Should still be open. It's not in the canopy.
Temple of the Divine Shadow, you don't say. Priests of the Divine Shadow there, are there?
I would presume. Though I don't travel there myself, I much find this hearth rather comfortable and don't like leaving.
So some sort of representatives of the caravan?
Yeah. May not be the most welcome.
Right.
Well, I should probably avoid going in.
Well, this Despairs thing doesn't sound all that bad. It has a problem with the caravan.
I mean, the caravans. People regard them as good, even though they're not after what they did to Brindlewood, but. Most people wouldn't really take to us kindly being. Especially in a place they built a holy road to keep them safe. You
Sounds
know?
like they built the road to keep themselves safe. It seems like the locals were willing to pay for passage.
Yeah.
Although that does sound like brigandy, doesn't it?
And,
Are there any other
unintended
dangers
good
of the
side
area?
effect.
I'm sorry, Tolman, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I just said, are there any other dangers that we should know of in the area?
Well, of course there are. There's the Raksha. They wander outside the roads, but they themselves, like the dead, cannot step upon them. And then there's this whole thing about burning the tree canopy. The Sindar in a flurry, trying to find who did it. Though most have retreated to the higher canopies to fix the damage, I hear.
If given a choice, would you rather have the sunlight or the canopy?
Now that is a complicated question. The sun would rejuvenate the area. It would keep most of the simple undead away, at least the incorporeal ones. But it would greatly reduce the tree's ability to feed the people, to produce its fabled fruit.
Fabled fruit. Have you sampled it?
Oh, I don't require such sustenance. I feed on dreams and fiery things, like passions and anger.
Well, what does this fruit do?
Well, you see, it provides something they call calories to the people who eat it.
Well, you mentioned it was fabled fruit.
So, question, does this also provide flavor to those who eat it?
No, I don't know about that. I've never ate one. But the people
Ah.
seem to enjoy it. Some tell stories about how it changes every time. The fruit produces a harvest. The tree produces a harvest every 10 days, which is enough to feed the people here, the people in Coles, and other places. Without it, they would have to travel into the Twilight Lands. And that is the dangers of the Raksha, and the dangers of the Eye of Seven Despair.
But pruning the tree would bring light in. But without farmland or animals to hunt or harvest from, I suppose the fruit is a necessary thing.
It's quite the conundrum. Do you keep the fruit coming? Or do you gamble on making new farmland, or the fact that the dead might be dissuaded from coming into the sun?
They might be.
And it's my understanding that some of the dead don't care whether or not radiance shines upon them, but some, only some, do. It's a gamble either way.
These Raksha, they're a fae?
Yes.
Are they hostile to folks like yourself?
That depends on your definition of hostile. I myself am a Raksha, as are my dream tender. However, we feed on fiery emotions, but others, they feed on far graver things. And a Raksha that cannot control its thirst, or feeds on the person for too long, will hollow their soul, leaving naught but a husk behind.
It's horrible.
No, it can be, which is why I charge what I charge. It keeps me and my compatriots well fed, and my clients rather safe.
I've almost been hollowed once before. I recommend against the experience.
Strange. Well, I am glad you survived the ordeal. You would be nothing but a mindless husk had you not.
I'm quite glad I survived myself. Well, what is it that we want to do here? Do we want to explore off the road? Is there a reason to even do so? I mean, is there any benefit to be gained?
Well, it seems like if we can get rid of some of the dead or some of the other issues, we might be able to call on Kylos to grow some of the fields and bring some of Radiance this way.
Is there anything that would grow in the shadows like this
Not initially, I wouldn't think, but
Some sort of
again, if we can rid the area of some of the dangers, they might be more inclined to, again, trim the tree back and consider other means.
right.
If you wish to walk away from the tree onto the Darklands, you might want to get information from those well suited to it, who have walked it before. I have only kept to my half, but there's an entire guild full of people who make a living of traversing Twilight Lands. They might be able to answer your questions far better than I can.
Right. The folks that are paid for like escorts off the holy road.
Yes, the Lightbringers Guild, they call themselves.
I imagine they'd have knowledge, wouldn't they?
They should, but from what I understand, ever since the Holy Road was built, they have dwindled more and more in number every year. Now but a scant handful remain. But still, you should try their guild house.
But do the undead ever try to damage the road? The holy road, as it were.
Oh, I'm sure they try, but they can't touch it.
Well, do we have any other questions?
Nothing that I can think of.
No,
Thank you.
I
Provide us with a lot of information and direction to go for more. So it was most appreciated.
I try to be helpful to my clients in every way that I can be.
Well, what do you suppose we do now? Do we just sort of blindly explore, try to check in with the Lightbringers Guild?
Well, there or the House of Whispers.
I'd rather avoid the House of Whispers, if that's all the same.
I admit I wouldn't mind checking in with the House of Whispers. But
Feel free to poke your nose in there.
I think
Discretion.
I think Silverstring and I will steer clear. I've no desire to alert those folks to our presence.
Well, maybe we save that for as needed.
It still may be
Yes.
to death.
Still don't understand how we did that.
I mean, Tolman did. But that was
Right,
after.
right.
Before that, it was, grand old papa.
Yeah, but what does he have involvement to do with them? I'm so confused. I've never quite understood. Like, he has his own thing, right?
Yeah,
How did he get mixed up with them?
I think he stole something.
Well-
Or one of his underlings did. That's my
Oh.
thought, anyways. I'm not really sure.
Something's been kind of bothering me, and I've been thinking about this. The book that I have appears to be able to call forth any book.
Oh. No.
it Possible
Are you
that
suggesting-
when it was under their possession, they called the Death Note and put our names in it.
That would be.
Is that what it's called? The Death Note?
I think that's kind of what we nicknamed it in like session 6.
Who? Yeah.
Could that book of yours tell us a story about
Oh,
It was coming.
damn it.
Could that book of yours tell us something about the 7 despairs?
Well, I can certainly try.
It does love to tell stories, does it not?
Indeed.
Well, again, thank you. We'll be on our way, I guess, off to our own devices. You've been more than helpful. There's no substitute for a crackling fire.
There really isn't.
Is that not the
Okay,
greatest
then.
thing in the world? A warm, entertaining fire that tells stories.
I am quite fond of a good hearth and a good story.
It's just a perfect combination.
No,
Sprinkle
you
it with
flatter me.
music.
Feel free to come back anytime. We'll always have a chair and table for you.
Well, I guess we go talk to some folk.
Do you want me to ask the book before we go?
Ah, well, yes. How does
No.
that work? Does the book tell us the story?
I think you just have to ask for a story. So I guess
Oh.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, you can't ask for a specific story.
I can certainly try.
Interesting. I don't know how the book works.
And I'll
Any of us does.
pull out the Magna Libre and see if it can tell me a story or has any stories involving the Eye of Seven Sorrows or Seven Despairs.
Magna Libre. What does that mean again? Magna Libre.
It's like the Grand Book or something like that.
The loud book or something like that.
Was in fact called the Loud Book by someone. Ages
Loud
ago.
book. It's odd. It's an odd name, the loud book.
As the pages spin open to the familiar blank, yellowed parchment, what question exactly do you write within its pages?
Do you know of any stories of the Eye of Seven Despairs?
The ink sort of soaks into the paper, and a moment later oozes forth. I do. I know many stories of many things.
What can you tell me about it?
Make a history check. Just not advantage, but a regular history check. Nice.
Also, 19 gets a 28.
It's got the big
Jeez.
bonuses.
I know.
It's that +6 in intelligence.
The Eye of Seven Despairs was a prodigy in sorcery before his untimely death. He was betrayed by someone he loved, who took from him his life, his livelihood, and escaped southward, leaving him to bleed out. In death he was not claimed by the black caravans. His soul was left to wander the north, where he, still accessing his prodigious sorcery, built a kingdom of the dead, a safe haven from Radiance and the shadows of the Grand Mountains here, specifically in the shadow of the tree Gair the Elder. there, he butted heads many times with the Church of the Divine Shadow, for they seek to claim all wayward souls, to return them to the Knight's Bridge so they can cross that fabled place and into what passes as an afterlife here. That is the first story that I know of it.
I wonder if the book will tell someone our story someday.
Well, we'll probably never know.
I would like to hope so.
I mean, you could ask it right now.
It's a comfort, isn't it? I'd like to hope that it tells our story someday. Or that at least our story's worth telling.
Side question on that note. How do you know all these stories?
Now that you don't get an answer to.
Bum bum bum.
It simply responds, I simply know. How do you know how to think?
The book of all books. Well, do we have any other questions?
Do you remember? Have we been told what happened to Gair the Elder as opposed to Gair the Younger? Like, isn't Gair the Elder the dead tree?
I believe so, I don't remember.
Don't remember either. And I should. Wasn't it the shade from Gair the Younger is keeping Gair the Elder dormant or something? I'll be damned if I can remember.
I feel like we were told for sure and I just don't remember. Oh no.
Anyway, we can get a lore recall?
Is it in our handouts, maybe? Don't think it is.
I didn't see anything.
Gair the Younger was planted from a seed from Gair the Elder.
We were.
As for like how are you asking like how Gair the Elder died?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one I've told it in voice, but I don't know if I've ever written it down. The great dragon Isizix drank its life from it in the end of the last age.
Oh.
The dragon Isisix, huh?
Yeah. That's funny. That's kind of strange. Best not to think about that too much more.
Why would a dragon drink a tree? What? Oh.
Why would a dragon drink a tree?
Does
For its essence.
the shaft of the spear look at all familiar, like wood-wise?
The entire thing is made out of tooth.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good. It's not like a dragon's tooth on the tip and then like a branch of Gair the Elder. I'm like, do I need to be hiding this spear?
Like, oh no.
Well, that being said, do you think returning the spear would return some of the essence?
I mean, the spear's made of a tooth. I don't know. Maybe? Kind of like the spear.
Well, maybe for now we table that and go speak with the Lightbringers Guild.
Aye. That we can. Well, does anybody know which direction it is? And he'll just sort of like look around. Should we
Halfway up,
ask
they
someone?
said. Not closed.
The house
I think the
of
house
Whispers.
of
No,
Whispers
though,
is halfway up.
that's the House of Whispers.
Oh,
We almost set off in the wrong direction.
No, you should definitely follow Silverstring's instructions. It's,
So I guess grab someone on the street and ask if they can direct us to the Lightbringers.
just a little halfling. This is a little halfling person. You just grab them. Hey, where's the light? And they just, oh, it's in a barrel about a third of the way. It's actually just on the opposite side of it. Just take the stairs down. Kind of walk about a quarter mile around the trunk. Back up you go. You know, it's hard to miss. There's no windows or anything.
Well, thank you. Kylos, bless you.
I don't know who that is. Have a good day.
hello, bless you.
Hey, I'm gonna keep using that till it catches on, or until one of these folks asks, "Who the bloody hell is Kylos?"
And then
That's when we start a sermon.
Then we explain.
Like, well, I'm glad you asked.
I still think we need a song.
Do you have a moment to speak about our
Our Lord and Savior.
Lord
Kylos.
Renewer?
Oh, Lord Renewer, yes.
I'm just waiting.
Now
for,
we
like,
just
D&D
now we just
youth.
need some.
Sorry.
Yeah, we just need bicycles and button-up white shirts.
I'm just waiting for like the weird like D&D youth pastor vibes. Like,
Hey kids! Hey fellow teenagers!
why does that 40-year-old man have a guitar?
T-shirt that says
We're all
music
gonna sing a
band.
song right now.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Oh boy.
All right, so you're heading to the Lightbringers Guild, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It's the same thing. You kind of descend from the Berlin Briar. The tree's bark and several fronds just unfurling to catch your steps as you go, because you must trust the tree. Once you find yourself in the village proper, it's easy to follow just signposts and whatnot, until you find like an old kind of faded one that just says Lightbringers into a staircase that also unfolds. Once you round a bend in the tree trunk, however, which takes about half a mile, it's hard to miss that you're in the right place. There's no windows, but everywhere around this large, roughly shapen, vaguely circular burrow, actually it's more like oval lengthways, there's just motes of floating lights, just kind of hovering. And some of the people, you'll cross people coming on the steps, just of all sorts. Like I said, this is mostly a halfling and like small animal people, like dominated society, with sticks with like large nets on the end, and they'll actually go and they'll catch these floating lights and then take them home to use as light sources. And nobody seems to stop them, or it might be a service that's provided. But either way, you come to a woven sheet of vines, because there are very little in the way of doors here. And inside, you don't hear any music, you don't really hear any talking. All you see is just the bright, flickering glow of just dozens and dozens of lights coming from the other side of this, well, what serves as a door.
Oh, it looks like a welcoming place. I think my my glowfish friend here will be quite at home.
The ghost of the sunfish, just in that jar.
The ghost of the sunfish in a jar, yeah.
I just gotta remind you, you could have kept it alive, but you chose to kill it.
The sunfish?
Yeah.
I think we chose to kill it to make the light jar.
No, it glowed, so you could have put it in a fishbowl. I gave you the option. You could have put it in a fishbowl and kept it alive, and it would still would have saved a certain purpose. But Tolman specifically ripped its essence out and put it in a jar
Yep.
because Tolman never misses an opportunity to murder a fish. But you can't say anything because Zoda made a whole lot of sushi during that turtle ride.
Yeah, no, I think I'm a professional sushi chef at this point. Seafood
And-
chef, whatever.
And obviously, it was for research purposes. Duh.
Yeah.
Well,
Tolman is animal research.
Oh no.
Do we
Hello.
knock, I guess? Do we just go in? I mean, it's a business, right? So we just go in.
just walk in. It'll be fine.
Uh,
we'll be able to talk our way out. Any
Yep,
faux pas.
we'll just sort of barge in. Oh, hello!
Hello.
Is anyone home?
You barge in, and the first thing you notice is like it's like a guild floor house, right? So it's like this is a lobby / social area. There's lots of tables, lots of chairs, but a lot of them have like heavy cloth on them, protecting them from dust. The cloth itself very dusty. Only a couple of the tables are in service. Everything smells of. You have that smell of fresh flowers from the tree and pollen, but it's mixed by this kind of mildewy age smell of just a place that's kind of gone to seed. But as you walk in and just bellow hello there, you hear a distant. Eek! I can't make my voice that high pitched, but a very high pitched.
Okay.
Like, eek! And you hear scuttling.
Oh,
One moment, I'll be right there, I'm coming. And you hear like a scampering. But you can't see who it is. On the far wall, however, there is a long, it's not a bar. It looks like it's like cut from the same cloth as a bar, but it's kind of like a reception desk that just covers the entire distant wall. And whatever scampering you hear is kind of coming from that direction. What brings you to the Light Members Guild? What brings you here? And then you hear this like heavy scraping of, and then like, one moment.
Do you
Look
need
over
help?
Help
Yeah.
with something?
No, I got this. Just give me a moment.
Will is quite strong. He can help you.
I said I got this. I'll be right with you. Just right by the reception area. It's right there.
We
right.
believe
All right.
you don't need to suffer. Whatever. Okay, fine.
A few moments and many grunts later, the scratching sound stops, and then you hear the sound of like soft footsteps as this tiny little like 3-foot cat person has dragged a very heavy step ladder all the way across the bar so they can meet you like face to face. Okay, I am here. Welcome to the Lightbreakers Guild. What can I get for you? Would you like to hire someone?
Oh, I guess perhaps. What we're looking for is information more than anything else.
I've got that. And this is like this little cat person looks like an adventurer, like kind of like rivals the bard look, but it's you don't really know the gender of the cat, but it's very fluffy. It's very gray with yellow eyes and tiger stripes, and it has like 2 hooked weapons on it. It's hard to tell if it's monkish or bardish, but it looks very similar, and I will give you a picture of it in game handouts.
Yeah, Will actually catch himself periodically, if it's not looking at him, reaching out to like try to scratch it.
I want a pet. I want to pet them so bad.
But he will restrain
Oh.
himself.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That was so heavy. Okay, my name is Shimmer. It stands for Shimmers on the Glade of Tomorrow. Weird name, I know, but it's the tabaxi thing. Anyway, I am a lightbringer, and I'm kind of here because I'm in trouble, but I am here to help you with all of your needs. What can I get you?
Hey,
Dude.
yes. I must know. How did you get in trouble?
Yeah.
Well,
Do tell.
I got into a bar fight.
Oh, barf bite.
Cat fight?
No, it wasn't a cat fight. It was a rabbit person, and there's just something primal about the way that you twitch. Anyway, I chased the rabbit person around the bar. Rabbit person didn't like. I don't even know what their name is. They just wanted to touch the ears. Anyway, we got into a fight. And I practice a martial art known as the Poison Fist.
Oh no!
One thing led to another. I paid the hospital bill,
Oh no!
but I kind of got grounded.
Oh.
Grounded? Did you?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to light bring for about a month, so I'm on reception duty, which is why I'm here to help you, and I promise I won't poison claw you. Unless you deserve it. You don't deserve it, do you?
No,
I promise
no.
you couldn't poison claw me if you tried.
Ah, excellent. Wait, what does that mean?
Nothing, never mind.
I failed the wisdom saving throw, and I'm gonna try to.
Like you reach out, it's that thing like right when you're about to stroke the ear, that the ear just twitches like around and out of the way. And it ends
Yes.
up being this like almost martial artsy like dodge reach thing where you just can't grab the ear no matter how hard you try. And eventually Will just reaches out and slaps your hand.
Sorry.
Please don't.
It's so
But,
cute, though.
yes.
They're very fluffy.
So, we're looking for information about the wilds off the road.
Well, you come to the right kitten. What can I get you? What can I tell you about? I know everything about it. I go there all the time when I can.
Oh, what would you say the principal dangers are?
Oh, it's mostly the mindless undead. They kind of roam. So are you familiar with the Hungry Dead?
No, do tell. And will lean over the counter, like someone is sharing gossip.
Well, you see, when you die, your soul wanders, but a piece of it kind of falls off. I don't know the specifics of it. They tell me all the time, and I keep forgetting. But part of it is like your higher soul, and that is kind of what remains of you, and you have all your memories and your powers and stuff. But another part of it, that becomes what's called a hungry ghost. And they're just kind of mindlessly roaming the wilds there. They just kind of eat whatever they can get their hands on. And that's really what you gotta worry about. It's the Hun and the Po specifically.
The Hun and the Po.
Yeah, it's a Chinese mythology thing.
Ah, interesting. Oh yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Ba and the Ka, like from Egyptian mythology.
Ah,
Oh, so well, that sounds interesting. The piece that falls off, is that the part that becomes the hungry undead?
Yeah. The hungry undead, yeah, the hungry ghosts.
Oh, what does the other part do? What does it become?
Well, it's you. It's kind of like what makes you you. You know, it's got all your thoughts, your higher functions, your powers. Anything,
does it just...
Yeah. Anything that you had in life remains with your higher soul in death. And the higher soul is what the what the black caravans gather and they take to the afterlife, and they usually just destroy the lower soul.
Well, yes, but if they don't collect the higher soul, what becomes of it?
Oh,
Is it some sort of other undead?
Oh, well, it's just a soul. I guess it works as undead, but I don't know. I don't think it inherently becomes evil just because it's a soul. It just exists like we exist, just without the need to eat, drink, love.
Like a lost coin.
I
It
wouldn't
just sort of hangs
call
around.
I wouldn't call a sapient soul a coin, but I kind of see what you're coming across as.
Aye, so while if we were exploring, I mean, we could find a soul. That sounds interesting. Have you ever seen one?
Oh, of course, they wander around all the time.
No, I mean the higher portion, not the lower portion.
Yeah. Like I said, they wander around all the time. The hungering dead will chase after them too. So sometimes they'll even hire us, usually for grave goods, which is essentially just like precious stuff that people bury with their dead. Anyway, yeah, they'll hire us too to clear out hungering dead and so on and so forth. We really take any job we can get.
So the uncollected souls can still communicate with the living?
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to get this across. Maybe you're not picking up what I'm putting down here, but when you die, you're still you. Like, you don't suddenly change just because you're dead. Your soul is just you.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this.
Well, you haven't died yet.
Well, no, but I mean, encountered anyone who was
Not for lack of trying.
left uncollected?
Oh, that's because the Black Caravans do their job. They do their job pretty well. They usually collect everyone and they take them to the afterlife.
So
Do you-
do the people that aren't collected, do they hide from the Black Caravans?
Oh yeah, they just wander off the holy roads, and we, sometimes they hire us, sometimes they deal with us, they trade, whatnot. They live their lives as best they can in the Twilight Lands.
So this holy road has been a real pox on your business then, hasn't it?
Well, on our business, yeah, but it's benefited most of the other people.
Interesting. It seems like you guys would be better off if it wasn't for that stupid road. I mean, that road.
Well, we certainly get along with people hiring us for sure, yeah. But I think it would be a lot more dangerous place because it keeps hunger and dead out too.
Oh, the road keeps the undead out of the town.
Yeah, and off the road, so it makes it safer for travel.
Right. Okay. Well, we've heard stories of this this great thing that supposedly is in charge of all the undead. The 7 Despairs, I believe it was. Do you know anything of the 7 Despairs?
Oh, I've heard stories. I know a few things about the 7 Despairs. What do you want to know?
Well, anything you'd be willing to tell us.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Sounds exciting.
Shimmer pulls out a piece of parchment and a brush, dabbles it on an ink stick, like a little bit of water in an ink stick, and begins drawing up an information contract. I'm not going to charge you for anything I just told you, but we usually do these information contracts. I give you information, you give me nice shiny little coins that I can exchange for goods and services.
We gotta pay?
Yeah, that's what you are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm laying the brick and you're just picking it right up.
Brick. How much are we looking for here?
Oh, it depends on the information. I'm usually going to charge you a couple silver to a couple gold pieces per question, depending on the depth of the question, and honestly whether or not I know the answer. But if you want to just ask away, I'll write them down and I'll give you the payment at the end.
The bill, as it were.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
He's gonna write us an invoice.
The Lightbringer's invoice. Awesome. I
Pay your electricity bill.
mean, pretty dusty here.
I guess
What
the
if-
light bill.
There it is. There's number 2.
What if we become the Lightbringers of Kylos or some shit?
Perhaps we could
Then
trade
wouldn't-
information.
You see a little copyright symbol next to Lightbringer.
I was about to say we might have a lawsuit.
Lightbringers TM.
Yeah.
Trademark pending.
What kind of questions would we ask about the 7 Despairs?
I
it
don't
really
know.
Hunting
That's the
and
problem.
killing
We don't know what we don't know.
it? Yeah.
Maybe we can compare notes from what the book provided.
Maybe the Seven Despairs is one of Cone's simulacrums that's gone bad. Somehow I doubt it.
Not so sure it's a bad thing.
Roaming around souls and creating an empire of the dead. It's true.
I mean, it sounds like sounds like it's just an uncollected soul that has a grudge against the Black Caravan.
Which we certainly can relate to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they attacked us first. We did nothing
Well.
wrong.
And basically destroyed that entire town.
So it's my understanding that the Eye of Seven Despairs has a city or a town or a place.
A necropolis.
Kingdom.
Sounds cool, doesn't it? A necropolis.
Yeah, it's got a ring to it.
It does. I kind of like the way this flows off the tongue. Not enough R's though.
Be a nice name for a tavern.
Necropolis?
Yeah, come have a drink at Necropolis. Where are you guys going out tonight? We're going to Necropolis.
Just set up a fake lich on the outside that just swears at customers. It'd be great.
Lots of edgy bards and people pretending to be fake vampires.
Ooh, lots of dark corners. You could even say, when you're dying for a good time, go to Necropolis.
That's right. That's right.
Not
Sounds
enough
like
themed taverns out there.
Quite the joke, honestly.
That sounds like your kind of place, Silverstring.
Ugh.
You'd be right at home.
Yeah, just
I could open
necropolis.
I could open it up, perhaps maybe style myself as a lich or some kind of necromancer. You could come play for me, get drinks for free.
Yeah, I'll be a necro dancer.
Come see
Nice.
Silverstring at Necropolis. Tonight only. There's a 2-drink minimum.
No maximum.
Pay
Well,
the
that was-
bugbear at the door.
Fun aside. It's the bugbear named Will.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you make fun of me, and all of a sudden you go, "Oh no, I get compared to a bugbear." Oh,
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. I've known many nice bugbears.
right? They have very long arms.
Aye.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
wonder
that-
if I could make myself look like a proper vampire. Just hide the scales.
Have you ever
You
had a
could
hug
try.
from a bugbear?
I imagine.
It's quite welcoming.
They're very good at hugs, actually.
Aye, that they are. Feels almost like their arms go around you twice.
That's an awkward visual, actually, but might just be a little bit comforting. Yeah. But aside from all that, should probably get back. Would living souls be welcome in the necropolis, or living people, I should say?
I don't know about that. I've never been there, you see, but maybe if you just go and ask real nicely, they'll let you in.
Hmm.
Perhaps we could seek an audience with the 7 Despairs.
What would we be trying to accomplish by doing that, though?
Well, I mean, to find out, to gather information, to ask them to tell their story to us.
How does that serve Kylos?
Oh, we don't know yet.
Fair enough.
I mean, we could stand on the street corner and tell people about the wonders of Kylos, but I mean, that sounds kind of crazy. It's the sort of thing a madman would do.
Right? Just use some magic to amplify your voice and annoy everybody.
Yes. Oh, we could print out pieces of parchment with information about Kylos and hand them out to people on the street.
Unprompted? Yeah.
Yes, it's just stuff a piece of paper in their hand. Here, read this.
I'm sure they'll be
Not-
enthused.
Yes, yes. Extolling them about the virtues of Kylos, the renewer.
There's gotta
Tolgrim
be
was very
better.
excited, but is now visibly aware that it's sarcasm.
I think we've got to work on our strategy, yeah. We actually did talk about doing that at one point. But probably not the most effective social strategy. How difficult would it be to get to the Eye of Seven Despairs villa?
Oh, from what I understand, he built his new palace near Gaia the Elder. So you just follow the holy roads and you just go at the end, and you should be able to get there probably within a week.
That sounds very convenient.
He just posted up at the end of the holy road?
Well, they tried to build the holy road all the way to Gaia the Elder because there used to be a village there. But when they got there, they found the Eye of Seven Despairs kingdom, or at least capital, or village, or a big palace sort of built around the trunk, and that's just where he's been ever since.
Oh.
So they didn't finish the road because, well, the Eye of Seven Despairs wouldn't let him.
Yeah, fair. He literally built a castle right in their way.
Now I'm definitely curious about what's going on over there.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised they didn't try to claim eminent domain.
What's that?
It's where the government takes your land.
Is that just
Yeah, it's where the church takes their land away from you.
like they're just like we were here first or something?
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna take your land for the better of the people, and then we're gonna pay you market value for your land.
Yeah, if it's deemed good and reasonable for the city, state, or the nation, they have the right to take your property and sell it to you for nickels on the dollar.
Nice.
Aye. Yes.
Alright, so that's 2 questions. Can I get you any more? I got all kinds of answers. You just gotta ask the right questions.
Well, now this isn't so much a question about that as in general.
I have a question. But
Does the Lightbringers Guild need anything? Are you looking for help or anything like that?
Why are you trying to sign up for the guild?
Oh, maybe, but they're seeing if there's some sort of service we can provide for you.
Well, right now, most of us have been hired out by the Sindar. We're kind of just guarding the higher branches, making sure nobody trespasses while they do their work. It's really only me here right now.
Oh, just you here. All the others have gone up to help the tree huggers.
Ah, they pay well.
I have a question. Why don't you join us? Go out and have some adventure. We wouldn't pay you, but at least it would get you out of this dusty area.
Oh,
Shiver does the double cap blink, just blink, blink. But I'm grounded. I'm not supposed to leave.
if we did pay you, I mean, there's no one else here to help us but you.
Make a persuasion check.
Payment can be an adventure, yeah.
Everyone else is busy.
Can I assist with
Oh.
that?
Yeah, you
Also-
can.
Okay.
Also,
Does that
what's
mean you want
being
me to roll or do you
grounded
want
other
to roll
than
advantage?
Just silver string roll.
having a reason to break the rules?
I do like breaking rules. They kind of just exist to be broken, if you ask me. Because, why are they? Or, like, what rule is it that, oh, you can't accidentally poison a rabbit with a punch? It's not like I can control it. Well, I can, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
I'd take it from one poison thing to another. Sometimes poison just happens.
that's right. Just poison happens. All right,
Sounds like a slogan.
how much are you offering to pay?
Let's huddle up. Huddle up.
All right.
Well,
No.
Will take out his purse. How much has everyone got? I've got 10 platinum, 8 gold, and 1 silver.
I have 10 platinum and 1 gold.
1 electrum and 3 silver. I don't know where I got this fucking electrum from. And he'll take it out. He'll take it out and flick it across the room. Damn electrum.
There's like a flash where the cat disappears, reappears to catch the coin, then it just comes back.
Zhoosh. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, it's so shiny! I like shinies.
I hate those things.
Yeah, nobody ever uses them. They kind of used to make caramel coins out of them, but that's kind of a collector's thing. I've never seen one actually in circulation before. Why do you even have this?
I don't know.
Well, it's mine now, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's like a $2 bill.
I don't know what that is.
I don't think anyone does. I don't know. What do you say? Does 10 gold sound like enough to escort us to the end of the road to the necropolis?
Yeah, that sounds fine. I'll do it.
Okay, here you go. And will place 1 platinum coin on the bar.
Excellent, excellent. Puts a gray paw, swipes the single coin into a pouch where it disappears underneath the tunic.
If they look at it later, they will find where Will has scratched on the coin with his dagger "In Kylos We Trust" on the back.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
Now we're hemming it up. I like it.
All right. Well, that's one single platinum piece for the guide all the way up to Gary the Elder, and for the questions, it's gonna be about 4 silver pieces.
Oh, you're a slippery one, you are.
Oh.
Well,
I thought it was all
one's guild
included.
business and one's non-guild business.
Well,
Ooh, sneaky. I thought we paid the bill.
I've got 3 silvers. Can somebody kick in 1?
I've only got a gold and 10 platinum.
I will throw you a silver, yeah.
All right, here you go. And Will hand over 4 silvers, 3 from himself and 1 from Silverstring.
Ah, this is perfect. Okay, let me just put those back in.
Oh no! He did the thing, and now I'm gonna have to roll again.
You're very good at resisting. You just hear like the sounds of locks being just multiple locks being undone, 4 coins being deposited, then multiple locks being reattached.
I'm going to tell the 3 of you right now. I grew up in a nation where animal people are commonplace, and I have never had the compulsion to pet somebody as badly as I do now.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Unless Will slaps your hand away.
Well, it's not your fault. She's so adorable.
It's really not.
All right. Well, okay. When do you want to leave?
I don't know. When do we want to leave? Do we want to go now?
Now? Yeah,
I
why
mean-
not now?
Are we doing something else? Should we net some of the little floating lights outside?
No, I can make those. They're just part of every Lightbringer can make those. Is it the ritual?
Oh.
They float and they stay for about a week before they disappear. We make them for the common folk so they can have some light in their lives. We don't even charge for it.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
Can you teach me the ritual?
If you join the Lightbringers, I'm sure they'll teach you. I tried teaching somebody once. It exploded.
Exploding lights.
I'm not.
That sounds interesting.
I'm not very
That's
good
more
at the
of
magical
Coleman's
parts
alley.
of things. I'm really good at punching. Kid's got claws.
Oh, you and I are going to get along just fine.
Now's your chance to pat it on the head.
Yeah, he's using that as an excuse to pat her on the head.
Just pat. Eyes look up. Look at you. Look up. Look at you. I don't know how I feel about this, but it's not bad.
That's when they start biting.
It's like you have a solid 3 seconds, and then when the 4th second rolls around, it's just like bap.
Feral. Yeah.
You know, we didn't ask this, but because I'm not familiar with your people. Are you an adult?
Oh yeah, well, I'm what they call like a munchkin, what they call a munchkin tabaxi. Normally we just have shorter arms and legs, kind of like same torso. I was just, well, I don't know how to say this, but Mama was a tabaxi, and Dad was a halfling, and I just kind of take on the tabaxi side of things.
Okay, so you're not a juvenile, because I'd feel guilty about you know.
Kidnapping a child.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I'm
I
not a
just want to
child.
make sure.
I'm not a child.
just
I'm
wanna-
just small.
Okay. All right, just small. I was worried for a second.
Flashbacks to Ribbit.
Yes,
Yeah,
Oh,
no, exactly.
Oh no.
I didn't want to do that again.
Well, why don't you take some time to go buy some supplies if you need them? I'm gonna pack up some things. I gotta write a note that I'm basically taking some vacation time.
What kind of supply should we get?
Well, food.
Ah, yes,
Food, probably.
food. It is.
I-
Don't imagine we can eat honey and mayonnaise the whole time.
I imagine dried fruit is going to be the majority of the rations we can buy here.
The hunting outside, once you get off the holy roads, the hunting's pretty good. You just gotta be careful because, you know, the hungry ghosts are drawn to the smell of blood.
So, the hunting is good, as long as you keep your eyes about you. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, it's great. The hungry dead just kind of chase things. They don't really use tools like bows and arrows, so most of the wildlife stay clear of them.
What other undead can we expect to find?
Oh, well, just about every
Encounter.
kind under the shade. If it don't like the sun, it's out there. Occasionally you'll get wraiths, but mostly it's just the hungry ghosts. Most of them don't kind of change into other forms, but outside of that, well, who knows? And just because they're not hungry ghosts, it might be a regular soul. That don't mean that soul was a good person. You know what I mean? They could be just as good, just as evil as they were in life. And well, look, just between you and me, when you're undead for a few centuries, I think someone go a little crazy.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's gotta be a bad experience. Just imagine not being able to eat or drink or really touch someone or feel anything for 100 years. Like, just locked in your own little cage of the non-existent flesh. I'm getting depressed just thinking about that.
That does sound horrible. Perhaps that's why they conflict with the living so much. They want to be put out of their misery.
Well, we do suspect that's why they possess, those who can possess do possess, is because we think that when they're possessing someone, they could feel what that person feels, so it's kind of like a drug to them.
That's interesting.
Alright, well, let's go get ready and we'll just meet up. Let's say we meet up later this, well, let's burn about 5 candles. We're meeting 5 candles time. That seems like plenty.
Okay.
I assume that's in like 5 hours?
Hours?
Well, that depends on the size of the candle, but usually they try to burn at about an hour interval, yeah.
Right, well, we'll be back here in 5 candles.
Alright, I'll be waiting for you. All ready to go.
Alright. Let's go get some supplies, shall we? Do we pay coins for the supplies this time, or another story?
I'm sure we'll find out.
Which story would we sell?
No, maybe a story about Kylos.
Ooh. What can we say about Kylos that
Perhaps we'll tell the story of how we found Kylos? Or how Kylos brought our friend back from the dead?
Ooh. Do you think that one would fly very well, or would people be uncomfortable with that?
That
Uh,
might also incite some black caravan.
I would say yes if we told it to somebody that somebody who wasn't Fae.
That's fair.
Hmm.
But the Fae love stories, don't they?
I do.
Is there a better way to spread the story than to tell a Fae? I guess
Probably not.
Oh. Does
you could tell a teenage girl.
Cinder the Cinderheart Shade tell the stories that he hears?
Right.
Oh, maybe you can ask him to tell the story of rebirth. I'm sure as a fire that would make a lot of sense to him.
All right. Well, off we go then, huh?
Yeah. We are buying food, correct?
Rations for the road, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Road rations.
Alright, so once more you're going back to the Twilight Horde.
It looks like it.
Alright. Alright, so once more you follow the winding route streets down to the woven sort of tower that makes up the Twilight Horde. Entering once more, you see the haphazard piles in no particular order, and the pulsing amethyst wind chime speaks. Oh, hello, welcome back. So good to see you after only a single day. Well, your clothes are looking marvelous. What can I get you this time?
Rations for
yeah.
the road.
Ah,
Yes.
food rations. What kind of rations do you want? We have pemmican, we have dried berries and boring stuff, but we also have, well, we have things that are quite fantastic.
So admittedly, I'm more of a chef. Anything that we could possibly take that I could possibly prepare with minimal effort but still taste amazing.
Minimal effort that still tastes amazing. Do you have anything in mind? What's your favorite kind of food?
I tend to be more inclined towards a carnivore diet, but well, not completely carnivorous, but I tend to prefer meat-heavy dishes. I don't know about my companions, though. Just not fish. I'm sure we're all sick of fish for a while.
I don't know. I think you make it wonderfully.
I do, but you can only eat the same thing, even prepared amazingly, so often before your palate craves something else.
What if
Or
I...
is that just me?
No, and I think you're right about that.
Diversity is the spice of life.
Oh, you guys are full of amazing sayings.
Well, then instead of calling this bag the spice of life, perhaps I should simply call it diversity. Well, I have a couple of more magical items I can sell you if you have the coin or the stories to change for 'em. This one, however, is, well, it was made by a magician who invented tricks for children. However, it backfired, and, well, instead of pulling rabbits out of hats that are illusionary, you pull literal rabbits and mice out of a hat. Only one a day, but it should be able to feed you.
Sure.
I admit a rabbit would probably make a great stew. A mouse, I'm not so sure.
Well, it's a large mouse, more like a rat, really.
Rat stew.
And if we could
I've
also-
eaten worse things.
Oh, that's fair.
Especially before we started running around with you.
That's fair. I suppose with whatever small critters I could pull out of that bag, I could make something.
Excellent, excellent. I could sell this one to you. If you tell me a good story, I'll give you a discount. It's normally quite expensive.
Should tell you the story about how our friend here passed away and then was brought back through the power of Kylos.
Hey, that's a good story.
Oh, and which friend was it of yours that died?
Oh, my good man right here. And he'll clap.
I've never met someone who died before, died in return. Usually the Black Caravans take care of people like that, but here you are.
Hello.
Yes. It was a temporary condition, right, Tolmond?
I'd say so.
He was dead, but he got better.
Through the power of Kylos.
Aye, through the power of Kylos.
Well, tell me your story then.
Just a tiny little flicker of divinity at that moment. When
Yes.
we fought Ruyim.
The many-handed?
Many-handed. A lot of sisters. 12,
Yes.
as I recall.
I believe so, yes. 12. The many-handed with 12 sisters, yes.
And
A
he fought
deadly
us.
foe, yes.
He fought us in a duel. Many against one. And let's just say he was very winning until Tolmond was incredibly brave and sacrificed himself so that we may strike the winning blow while he is distracted. And we escaped with Tolman's body before the Black Caravan knew anything about it. Rode up in an airship, if you know what that is. More like an air island. An air emporium.
Yes,
There.
a floating inn.
We laid him across the table and could think of nothing actually at the moment to bring him back. So we beseeched that little spark of divinity that wasn't quite Kylos yet, but it was still incredible and an empower of great feats. And we beseeched them to bring back our friend here, and they did grant us that wish.
The moths on the wall all beat their wings, forming like a ripple of just moth wings. As you tell the story, even they seem to be paying rapt attention. Oh, and what was death like, young Tolman? What did you see on the other side?
Well, on the other
Will
side,
will lean in.
What was that?
I said will lean in closer because we've never thought to ask this story before.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of lonely at first. And on the other side, I've found myself being watched by something. Something shadowy and dark. I don't know exactly what it was. I only saw it for a brief period and then I was brought back with a breath of new life.
Strange. I've never met anyone who died before. That's, well, not the most compelling story. I will give you quite a discount for it. Always welcome for a new experience and a new story. Very well. For the pulsing amethyst wind chimes pause, would you be paying in platinum or gold this time? I'd hate to have the kerfuffle we had last time.
I personally will be using platinum as it's what I primarily have.
Excellent platinum it is, then. Well, this magic hand normally retails for mini platinum, usually around 40. But given the story, I'll give it to you for 32.
Ooh. That's like most of our money.
What are we getting for 32 platinum?
A bag that pulls out rats and rabbits.
Technically
I
a
personally-
top out that pulls out rabbits, and occasionally mice, or rats.
It's a hat of vermin.
Yeah. 32 platinum.
I'm not sure about that one.
I've got 9.
I have 10, but I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty easy to catch vermin on our own.
Well, I wouldn't imagine in the wilds, would it? Here, anyway.
Wilds might be more difficult. It's good to have, but it's difficult price to justify.
Yeah.
You've been running a little poor.
It sure would come in handy, though, wouldn't it, Silverstring? Above table, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, you don't know me too well.
I will admit, though, like, out of character, we could just get a week's rations for far less.
Yes, we could. I don't know, but something tells me we should buy it. I feel like it's gonna come in handy. I don't suppose there's a way we could, I don't know, negotiate the price just a little bit lower?
Well, what were you thinking?
Don't know. Do we have anything we can trade? How about a divine blessing upon your establishment?
Make a persuasion check.
Let's go. No.
Oh shit! Wow.
Hey, you got 10 times what you got last time.
That's right.
I try to give a fair price. Your story was interesting, a little bare on details, and very brief, so I gave the appropriate discount. Tell me this, what exactly do you need the provisions for? Where are you going?
We're just going up the Holy Road.
We can share a bit more of our story, can't we?
Yeah, the Eye of Seven Despairs.
Yes, we're going to the necropolis.
We're gonna.
I don't think that's what it's called. It's just the word that I thought of that came to mind.
Oh, I love the sound of it, though. We're going to the great necropolis to see the Eye of Seven Despairs.
Hmm.
Oh, that does sound adventurous, doesn't it?
It does.
We're gonna treat with them, maybe.
Going down the Holy Road to face despair 7 times over.
Yes, and we will ask it to tell us its tale.
Very well. Give me a detailed account of your story upon your return, and I will give you quite a larger discount on this magnificent hand. Instead of 32 platinum, I'll sell it to you for 10.
I can do
Ooh.
10.
I expect
10.
quite the story on your return. Spare
Alright.
no details.
All right. This
That
is
was
a
excellent.
more is
Everybody's-
more person.
Everyone's looking at Silverstream.
Right. I will write a tale, as it were.
Here, let
More-
me share the cost with you, Saz.
All right.
So I will hand you 5 platinum coins.
And I will also do 5, and then that is 10.
There we are. Ah, bargain well struck. We look forward to telling you the story later.
And I look forward to hearing it. It's going to be amazing, I can tell.
Perhaps I could also trade another story for other rations, things that could easily go with a nice rapid stew. Just so that we are short up on food. About a week's worth, perhaps maybe for... Oh goodness. I put myself on the spot. Oh no! Once...
You have only yourself to blame.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we're fed. A story, perhaps about... A daring young man, with all the audacity he can muster, breaking into a farm to steal a drake. A green drake, to be exact. A young man who winds up being chased down the road on Drakeback by a green dragonborn. Not so eager to see some rapscallion from God's knows where absconding with one of his prized drakes. The chase goes for miles, for hours, until the drake tires and slows, and perhaps maybe sensing it has gone a bit too far away from what it deems its territory, it, against the young man's wishes, turns back towards home, driving the young, audacious teenage boy back into the arms and the spear of a rancher, a very angry rancher, eager to set the boy straight, but perhaps maybe just as eager to aid and abet his shenaniganery.
Ooh,
Hearing that
shenaniganery.
hearing that the boy has his own agenda, he trades a month's worth of farm work and a little bit of time spent repairing fences and cooking meals for him, since, well, he did try to steal one of his drakes. He exchanges that for a secret. Tunnels far underneath the farmlands used to hatch drakes and formerly used to smuggle goods. A secret well kept to this day from all but a farmer and a young man. And that's my story. There.
Ooh, a story and a secret. I like it, I like it. I will give you a week's worth of provisions for your story. And your
Sweet.
secret. You may select from my wares whatever you desire, so long as it's only about 20 pounds or so. Do
Hi.
not take the expensive spice, but you can have the simple stuff.
That's fine with him. He'll take some rations and simple spice, 20 pounds worth, and that'd probably be good. Keep us fed. Let's go.
Excellent, excellent. It's always a pleasure doing business with you. Is there anything else I can get you?
Oh no, it's not right offhand. We've bought this amazing hat and traded the story. Excuse me, traded the story for rations and foods. I think we've done quite well.
Well, then I
But we'll
wish
have
you
to
luck.
remember to come back here.
Of course, you absolutely must. You're contractually obliged. Now I have to hear that story.
Yes. I'm excited to see what other odd sort of trinkets you'd have other than this amazing hat.
Almost anything you can imagine, my dear friend. Almost anything at all.
Amazing. Sadly, I don't know what I don't know.
That's very true. I keep the best stuff hidden for my best clients with the best stories.
I suppose we'll have to walk away great storytellers by we will walk away from this great storytellers by the end.
Oh, I hope so. For I will live upon your stories as you will live within my goods. I wish you luck in your travels.
Thank you. As we're walking out, will inspect the hat. You don't suppose this thing is cursed or something, would you?
I mean, if you're handling it, probably.
Well, here you go. Best to be with either you or Saz. The hat doesn't really fit me. I mean, and he'll knock on the side of his mail helmet. Couldn't wear it anyway.
Just
Hey,
flopping
as long as somebody can pull a little bit of vermin out of it. I don't care who has it.
Yeah, cook.
I just need the animal to cook. I don't need the hat myself.
Okay. What did they say? 1 animal a day?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Is it
Oh, it's only
attunement?
once per day.
It's not attuned.
No.
Anybody can pull from it.
Yeah.
What is it? I think I'll do 1 through 4. You get a rabbit. 5, you get a rat, and on a 6, on a D6, you get something special.
Ooh.
Oh goodness. Plus we've got rations and spices for it, so fun.
Only the best stews. So you
Happy
leave,
snake noises.
you leave the Twilight Horde. It's only been about a candle, maybe a candle and a half from all the walking and the shopping and the storytelling. So you still have plenty of time to burn.
Oh well. Gosh, what should we do? Have we been told of any other things to see while we're here?
Wonder how far up we can get to the canopy before we're turned back.
Probably
would
not
guess-
far.
I'd guess about halfway. Where we'd run into the church. Or the
Oh.
temple.
We just ignore that and keep going, right? They don't know us on sight, do they?
Let's hope not. We could
We'll
just
have to-
ignore it or set fire to it as we pass.
Whoops.
Oops!
Oops,
I accidentally
oops.
dropped a torch.
It's not arson if it's an accident.
It's an arson.
Accident?
No. It's an arson incident.
An accident. I had an accident. Thanks. I hope they all burn. Or better yet, I hope they go uncollected. At least for them, I think that's a fate worse than death.
Oh, for sure.
That seems a little excessive, Will.
When it comes to those fellas, I feel a bit excessive. But I think we'll be fine as long as we avoid them.
Yeah. Go poke around anyways. See what's going on up there. Maybe talk with the druids a little bit. This sounds
Probably
better.
can't. Probably won't hurt.
Worth a shot. I guess we set off if we can run into the druids.
So there's only a few walkways to the canopy. Most of them are clearly labeled. None of them having been taken down, even with the recent incident. You make your way through town. You're still getting looks because you're strangers. Even though you're starting to blend in a little bit more thanks to your new warm weather clothing. Like, I was about to say, I think 80% of the population here is like halfling or halfling adjacent. Or like gnomish. So like, you do get stares of like, wow, they're so tall. Like, who are they? I don't recognize them. It's like, oh no, that person's gonna eat me. That's just a rabbit folk reacting to the snake folk.
You know.
And then, yeah, you begin once more climbing the steps, in air quotes, up the trunk. And this takes a while, just step after step. Occasionally there will be like a resting platform with like some chairs and like a bench, so people can kind of catch their breath. Some of these even have people with like little food carts that will try to sell you like snacks. But even then, you feel like they're mostly empty as nobody's really going up and down to the canopy due to it being closed. At about the halfway mark, you do come into a rather large, it's not a burrow like your other two buildings were. This one is clearly like a woven tower kind of peeking out from the side of the trunk, with a massive landing adorned with statues of winged creatures and hooded figures. There's just a whispering kind of emanating from the folded branches of this tower. The House of Whisper is clearly living up to its name. Can I get perception checks real quick?
Hooray.
You guys rolled really well. Only one natural 12. Alright, and this place
Wait,
looks like it's
I wasn't trying to do that. Ignore that. I was trying to look at numbers.
Oh. And as you're kind of looking around, it's clear the House of Whispers. There are stairs going up from the other side, but this is a massive landing, like the size of like a large park, like full of statues and greenery and whatnot. This whispering kind of draws your attention to the actual entrance itself, which is wide open. The more astute of you, which is I think literally fucking everyone, I don't think anybody rolled below a 15, could tell that this, unlike most of the buildings here, this one has doors, hinges. And the doors are swinging open. One of the hinges is broke, and there is blood splatters on the door frame.
Oh. This was familiar.
Should we check it out or just say, haha, just desserts?
Well,
Well, we're here now.
it's almost too difficult to to resist. This is a not normal thing, right? From
no,
what we know?
it's the people aren't generally killed in this particular religion. It's they mostly deal with death after the fact.
Oh.
Maybe we can deal with this and say it was the work of Kylos the Renewer that resolved this problem.
That sounds like a great idea.
We'll test the tip on his spear with his thumb for a second. Ah, yes, let's go inside and see how we can help. And he'll start marching towards the door.
Do the rest of you follow?
Yep.
Maybe we
course.
should try to be a bit quieter about it. Just march in.
Idea. There's no stab like a backstab.
Says the paladin.
Yeah, I guess, I guess I shall burn a spell then, huh? Dee-ba-ba-da-ba. Is that what you're suggesting?
What spell are you suggesting to burn?
Why did I think I had this? I guess I don't.
I was like, you don't pass without trace, do you?
I thought I did for some reason.
As a paladin?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe it's a different paladin that has that. It's not me.
Mm.
Well, I mean, we can try, and he'll like shake himself a little bit, and so you can hear the clink clank clink clunk.
We can attempt.
All right, attempt we shall.
And disadvantage for me. Hey.
Oh, I don't even have proficiency.
Oh
This is gonna be-
boy.
And
This
you
is
have disadvantage.
This is gonna be
Oh
great.
I
boy.
expect a 4. Oh,
I
wow.
expect a 1.
Oh, oops! Hold
Click.
on.
Click the down button. There we go.
There we go. A 5.
I was close.
Yeah.
I didn't do much better.
You did twice as well. All right, we're
Aren't you
gonna,
a rogue? How did the rogue roll a 10?
Because he rolled 2 below you.
Oh,
roll a
that's true.
Natural 3, yeah. All right, we're gonna. This is a good time for us to take a little break. We'll be back here at like 5 to 10 minutes
Okay.
to adventure into the House of Whispers.
Sounds good.
Tolman's like cut music in the background.
Yeah.
Little bit of a jam doesn't hurt.
Oh my gosh. Whew.
What's up?
Just, I'm realizing that I need to buy my son some hand towels. He had a towel, like I went in the bathroom downstairs, which is where his room is at and stuff. It's his bathroom. So I splashed water on my face and I went to the hand towel, or the full-size towel that was hanging on the rack,
Mm-hmm.
like right beside the sink.
Mm-hmm.
And the smell of like mildew almost,
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
you know, like a towel that's been hanging there way too long was
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
I was
And
like,
it-
what?
And it's been damp way too much. Yeah.
I like pulled it off and threw it on the floor. I'm like, I'm hanging up a new towel. I just texted his mom. I'm like, we need to get this boy some hand towels.
Just because it's never made it to the dryer.
Well, and I'm arguing with Forge that really wants to make my map the size of fucking an entire continent.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
I played in one of those games once.
Oh.
I dimension doored.
It's like, we'll get there tomorrow.
Actually, that's how one of the players. We were fighting a giant elemental. One of the players didn't have any of it extra movement, so just like swam through a giant ass storm. got out the end of the storm. It's like, oh, creature's dead. Okay.
Oh. Alpacas are so cute.
Yes.
Except for one.
Oh,
One alpaca's ugly. What?
yeah, the one we had to fight.
The
The
Oh.
vicious alpaca.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pope alpaca, if you will.
I bet it wasn't an alpaca. I bet it was a fucking llama.
Right? Llamas are like just mean alpacas with
Yeah,
worse faces.
Llamas are dicks.
The Emperor's New Groove is just llama propaganda.
Demon
Yeah.
llama.
I need to watch
Demon
that show
llama
again.
bear.
It's so good.
It is. I have been binging.
It holds up.
Kronk
Yeah.
is my dude.
Crunk is a bro.
That's right.
Squeaky, squeaker, squeaker, squeaker.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Have you seen
squeak.
my acorns?
All right. I take it everyone's back.
Turned him into a llama. Yeah.
To be dead.
Weird.
Show me where the talking llama is, and I'll burn your house to the ground.
Or I'll burn your house to the ground. Yeah, sure.
Fine. So tell me where the talking llama is, or I'll burn your house to the ground.
I wish I could quote movies.
Just need to watch them a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, the lever, Kronk.
Roll the lever!
Oh, I love it.
All right. So are we all back? We're ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so, wishing you're breathing like right into your mic.
Boop. Sorry.
Ah, it's...
Got it
Alright.
shoved up my nose for some reason, you know? I'm just, Fremen.
Like, that's what you get for doing cocaine off your mic.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
Whatever keeps you
Cocaine
going.
is a drug.
Alright, so... You've noticed that the House of Whispers has been, basically broken into. You enter through the doorframe. You can smell the, you can kind of smell the coppery blood on the floor. The corpses nowhere to be found, but their blood remains. Claws raked across stone structures, deep gouges in the stone. Pillars shattered, pews destroyed, and everywhere you see just more and more blood. Something or somebody or somebodies tore through here recently, too. Everything is still warm. As you walk, the ground is sticky with it as it hasn't quite congealed. But no corpses. This first room is a very tall, like, square footage on the floor. It's not large. It's only a few rows of pews, just enough for a few worshippers. They don't really have like a set service in this religion. But it's tall as a tower, just letting in the twilight, which comes through stained glass windows, which are magnified to take that light and amplify it further and further. So the entire room is aglow with these scenes of just peaceful bliss, eternal afterlife, and oblivion. But the blood leads you deeper into this place, where you find spiral staircases slick with blood. And in the distance, from this darkness below, you can hear screams.
Yeah, I think it's time we investigate.
Yeah, no, that's a good time to just go down that way.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Sucks for them.
Alright.
Well,
So who would like to go first down this staircase?
I think that should be Will, usually.
I like how you say that with just like, I'm going to regret this.
I'll go right after Will if it helps.
And then Tolman and I will lead up the back.
Will,
Hell
the
yeah.
variant human punching bag.
But a very respectable punching bag.
Punches back pretty bad.
Like the best punching bag.
Yeah, I just pull my fist back and.
Think a variant human punching bag?
As you descend the stairs, your feet stick to every step. Just peeling it like you're stepping in gum, but every time it happens, there's just something in the back of your mind knows that this is drying blood.
Damn it, this is a movie theater.
Yeah.
God
More and
damn
more
it.
gouges appear. 4 massive claw marks just cut right through the stone, inches deep. There was a fight here on the staircase. And now you see little specks of light moving through the walls into the open and through the walls again. Little incorporeal shapes. The occasional fleeting shape of a spirit or something else. Moving through that solid mass like it was nothing. Now the air is thick not just with the smell of blood, but incense. And as you go deeper into the trunk of the tree, lined with stone as it is to make a more traditional chapel, you find yourself into the most holy of places in the Divine Shadows religion, the sacred crypts where the honored dead may rest forever.
I guess they're not resting very well right now.
Somebody have torn through this place as well. Several of the sarcophagi have been broken into. Hundreds of pounds of stone flipped over like it was nothing. Corpses are everywhere. I did not put them on the battle map, but they are considerable. And the spirits of the freshly dead still wander, drift in the air, not having fully materialized into their new dead shapes, and yet to be collected. At the far end of the crypt, dedicated to the 7 angels that serve the Divine Shadow, You see a magical apparatus, a large crystal, a holy relic, and in front of that apparatus, a small little, like halfling-sized figure stands with an axe of obsidian, about to bring it down into the orb.
Yeah, how about we don't do that?
Yeah, let's put the axe down.
I mean, he's gonna put an axe through this orb in the House of Secrets or the House of Whispers.
Okay, but we don't know what it does. That could do some very bad thing if it gets destroyed.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, and if you want to, a history check.
Everybody or just
Tolman, give me the history. Everybody else, give me the perception.
Would it be an advantage this time?
No, because you don't have time to really consult your book. But it's actually not a history; it's a religion check. So that's my bad.
Religion, okay.
I mean, it's still good.
You know,
This doesn't bode well if combat ensues.
You can see deep within this orb something swirling, twisting, moving within it. The whispers that make this place, that give this place its name, the House of Whispers, are emanating from this large orb. And Tolmond, you're well read. You know what this thing is. This is the soul cage. This is where they place their dead so they can be collected and taken to the afterlife. And someone is trying to break into that cage.
Oh no, we absolutely have to stop him. He's trying to release all the souls.
Uh-oh.
He opens the containment grid.
Let me see what my movement is. 55, so that's 110 on a sprint.
Holy crap!
then you can step in the wind as a bonus action.
But
Yep.
first, we need to roll initiative.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yep.
I almost wish you'd have been a Tabaxi, so you could have the zoomies.
Zoom.
Oh goodness, the Tabaxi rogue. I don't think I could do that to, or not rogue, a Tabaxi monk. I don't think I could do that to a DM.
The zoomies.
The zoomies.
Oh, good.
Just make sure you take 2 levels of rogue.
Oh, of course, of course.
Cunning action. Zoom.
Why can I never find this initiative button?
Says there's no encounter.
There we go.
Supposed to have a button that says initiative.
So this is a placeholder token, for obvious reasons.
It's right below your character's picture on the left-hand side. It says initiative.
Cha. Oh yeah! Ooh, I
Let's
am hot
go.
tonight.
Oh boy. Oh, there's Tolman. Fuck yeah, Tolman. Oh Jesus, he has a plus freaking 10.
I'm in danger. I did
Well,
roll a nat
that's
20
not what I
though,
wanna
so there's
do.
the nat 20 for the night.
I forgot that I had it on public rolls. You weren't supposed to see that.
Oh,
Well-
sorry.
Now you know you're in danger.
Yeah.
I could not see that number. I assumed way too far out.
It's like 170.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a ways away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is a massive, massive crypt. It's
don't-
basically the heart of this entire religious, basically the entire religious heart of this area is right here. All right.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I could make it.
So,
But
you watch as this cloaked figure raises a heavy obsidian hatchet into the air, preparing it to bring it down on what you know to be the soul cage that keeps all the souls for the Black Caravan. Tolmond, you and you alone are fast enough to react in time before it brings the axe down. Having won initiative, what are you doing? Everywhere there's corpses around you, there's blood everywhere. You can see the manifesting souls of the recent dead. And as stated, they are within fireball range.
So, quick question: what's the range on command?
90 feet, I think, or something like that.
Let me double check. 60.
Oh, I have that spell. Oh, okay.
60 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
not quite enough. So I'm gonna move my full movement. I want to see something real quick. Be right about there. So I'm just immediately gonna beeline it for this guy. And what is the range on that? I don't think there's. What?
Does Tolmond have cunning action?
I do not. I only have one level of rogue.
Don't!
See, this is where multi-classing has now bit me in the ass twice. The first time I didn't have counterspell for the guy that fleed, and now I don't have cunning action dash to get close enough to really do much. Because
I
I'm
actually have an
scared.
idea.
I'm scared if I do cast fireball that I'm going to damage the soul cage.
I mean, how susceptible to fire is obsidian? Isn't it made with fire?
So you could.
I thought the axe
spells,
was made of
maybe.
obsidian.
Oh, that's right.
So
We don't know what the sphere's made out of.
Could you sculpt spells around it? I don't know. I think sculpt is.
I think sculpt
Specific
technically only
creatures.
worked for creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me double check real quick. Sorry.
It's fine. This is important.
Is it targets? No.
Okay, so it says when you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. Would the soul cage count as a creature?
It's technically not a creature; it's an object.
No.
Didn't think so. Fuck.
Well, look at it this way. If you do nothing, they'll break it. So, like, if you break it accidentally, does that change anything?
Yeah, that's true.
couldn't you just put the fireball close enough to where it hits them but not the cage?
So the range is 150 feet. I could try that.
Which is the cage? This big, huge thing?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Oh, well,
Important distinction. I definitely thought it was this thing right here, right in front of him.
No, that's a
As-
non-manifested soul.
yeah. As did I.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up a fireball then,
Booyah.
and I'm gonna hope for the best.
All right.
So as not to damage the thing, let's go ahead and cast it right about there. That shouldn't hit the orb, correct?
No. What's your D?
Okay.
Well, I got a 24,
That's a success.
and I'm gonna use your actions to take 0 damage instead of half damage.
Oh, bichachos.
So yes, you hold up your hands. You begin chanting your invocation. A little spark of flames flies from your fingers, crosses the distance, and explodes into just an orb of fire and death. And when the fire is gone and the smoke clears, the soul cage is undamaged. but you only see a little bit of smoke rising from this creature's robes, seemingly unaffected as they turn to you, their face and body completely concealed by robes and bandages and all sorts of concealing accoutrement.
So do I have your attention now?
The little person gives you like a little salute with the hatchet.
This way, please. And I'm gonna look at the group. We may be in trouble.
It won't be the first ass beating I've taken.
And that is all of my turn.
All right.
It's time to get some whoop ass put out on us. Let's go.
The person lifts up their short fingered hand to their mouth, whispers something under their breath. You're far too away to hear their voice or even what they say, and then they seemingly breathe a ball of fire, which goes crashing towards Tolmond.
Oh no. Will subtly chuckle under his breath.
Would you like to use your shield? Because I hit you.
Yes.
Alright, what does that make your armor class?
21.
Alright, so I still hit you.
Damn it.
Oh, I thought it was a fireball.
No. It's a ball of fire, but it's a single target thing.
Oh.
Alright, so you're going to take 20 points of fire damage. And then as that little ball of fire hits you, it explodes, not into an area of effect, but just into a shower of sparks. And where those sparks are, suddenly they are.
So
my.
no, I'm no longer immune to fire damage because I swapped Anglia's heart for the Cone's ring.
Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
Of course, after I use an item that, yeah.
And this small creature, hands wreathed in just roiling green energy, lashes out at you. That's a miss. That's a hit.
Dang, rolled over 21, huh?
I got 28.
Oy.
It's almost a crit. Well, I gotta scroll to check. All right. So that, like I said, that green wreathed, clawed hand, like just magical claws have sprouted from this creature's hand, and slams into you, dealing 16 physical damage and 21 poison damage.
16 and 21.
Yes, plus the 20 from fire, so that would be a total of, let's see,
I'm at
41,
zero.
57 damage total this round.
Yep. Tolman's down.
They,
Oh.
yeah, they did pull their punch. They're trying to knock you out. They're not trying to kill you. Alright, so you see this person blow a little ball of fire, which crosses the room, slams in the Tolman, explodes. This person appears within that ball of fire, and then immediately just beats the hell out of Tolman, and Tolman's just down. Silverstring. But you do notice that at the end, where they could have gone for like a killing blow, they're clearly pulling their punches. They don't want to kill Tolman. At least they don't seem to.
Ah! What the hell? Okay. Well, I want to do this because I've never done it before,
Like,
but I
now's the
don't
time.
have the creature block for it. I'm gonna animate a sarcophagus lid if I can.
Woohoo! Animated performance. Let's go.
Just draw an X on the square it animates, and then describe your animated sarcophagus lid.
Oh yeah. Where's the X? Come on.
It's like
Where's
the
free-
pencil
freestyle?
and then the freestyle.
That guy? There we go. So yeah, I'll just be like, oh my golly. Alright, we need to knock this guy out. And I animate. Do a little hand motion, and all of a sudden the sarcophagus lid kind of wiggles and pops off and just like floats there for a moment. And then I will use my bonus action to bardically inspire. Will. Boop. Come on. Nope, don't target. You know what? Don't target. Ah, I'm on the draw thing. That's why it's. Do. So, Will, you'll get a D8 on something. And that allows me to command my flying, floating sarcophagus lid that tries to just beat him over the head.
Alright, roll it.
It is a D20 plus my spell attack modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I remember, where can I
That's
find
just
where
like
that is?
you throwing an Eldritch Blast, basically, right?
Yep, with my bonus action.
Pretty sweet.
It has a whole stat block. It has 5 times my bard level plus 10 hit points and 16 AC and 30 foot movement. Okay. What is my attack bonus? Where's my spells? That's not spells. That's that's effects. Okay. Plus 9. 26.
That hits, yeah, for sure.
We're level 8, so 1d10 plus 3 for 9 damage.
You just hear like a little squeaky grunt as this fucking, like,
But do I-
upside the head just slaps
I knew
this
it.
hooded figure.
And I am gonna move there. Okay. Bonus action. Yeah, okay, that's my turn.
Raz, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna move up behind it. And I'm going to hit it twice with my own unarmed strikes.
Alright, that one hits. That does not.
That's fine. I only needed one to hit to do what I want to do next. I'm gonna try to stun it.
Okay.
DC 15 con save.
I pass.
Alright. That's fine. I am going to stay right here, actually.
You still have your bonus action, right?
Oh, I
Yeah.
should actually.
At a minimum, you get one more punch, at least.
That's true. Setting strike doesn't take up my bonus action, what does it? Nope. I guess flurry of blows?
Yeah.
So that's a 2 key spin so far.
Yep.
Alright. Roll them.
Whew.
The second one hits.
Yep.
For another 5.
Oh, madame.
Oh, he's beefy. Alright, let's go. And I will go ahead and mark off 2 key points. Oh, it already did it. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So your punches this land. Your key reverberates through this creature, but doesn't seem to slows it just for a second. It eeps in a high-pitched voice, and it begins to turn towards you, perhaps leaving an opening for William. We'll see. William, it's your turn.
Let's hope. So will grab his spear and grit his teeth and rush forward. Nope. And attack this creature as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And open the sheet. And where are you? $22 for 9. And we shall smite.
That hits, yeah.
Where's my smite button? Where are you? Sorry, I haven't played in so long.
I gotta hit
Oh!
the button. Oh, what damage. Look at that double
Horrendous.
twos.
Horrendous smite.
Oh.
And we shall spear again.
Just keep poking. Just keep poking. That hits.
We shall smite again. I'm doing so terrible in this damage. And a third time.
For your bonus action.
Yep.
That also hits.
We shall smite a third time. That's a better smite. Smite me, oh mighty smiter.
Alright, so you've already done 55 total damage. Everybody, not just Will.
Oof. Alright, so that's action and bonus action. I don't have anything left but my reaction, and I don't have a use for it.
Just a flurry of fucking blows, just a whirling spear of death that just cuts into this creature over and over again, each time unleashing holy damage down upon it.
Could I target one of the blows at the hood to try to get a look at who's underneath of it?
I have a suspicion.
Next time, declare that before your attack, because it won't do any damage.
Okay, never mind then.
All right.
Like, based on the veritable ass whooping that was just placed upon Tolman, I think we need all the damage we can get.
To be fair, Tolman's very
yeah.
squishy.
Especially that
Tolman,
poison damage.
Yeah, Tolman, just roll a d4 because you're not dying. Okay, so Tolman's just been knocked unconscious. Poor Tolman. He gets knocked out a lot. He's just like laying on the ground unconscious. Just, and this creature kind of looks down, kind of mumbles something, looks at everyone surrounding them, breathes a ball of fire. Actually, give me opportunity attacks, if those of you wanting to take them.
Oh.
Alright.
Because this thing's about to move like 200 feet, and it's just going to run.
Holy crap.
Let's
Okay.
see. I have an inkling on who this is.
Alright. Fingers crossed.
That hits.
Yes! And I will also spend my Bardic Inspiration. Roll 1d8 for Magical Inspiration to do an extra 8 damage.
Oof. Alright, so that's 18 damage.
Yes. And then 2d6 more if they move.
Oh, they're moving, so go and roll the 2d6.
As they are sheathed in booming energy. Or is it, I'm sorry, it's 2d8, right?
What level are you?
2d...
Yeah, it's 2d8.
Yep, 2d8.
Ugh, 5 more.
As this creature just immediately begins running away, you just hear, you like just high-pitched like pain noises with every step as thunder just booms from it, attacking it as it goes, and this creature makes its way up the steps, which is taking 3 at a time, doing just little bounce jumps, before it disappears up the spiral staircase.
Shit, fuck!
And it's, you could give chase if you would like, but it moves very, very quickly.
I actually have an idea for that on my turn. Yeah.
Alright, let me do some math. It's going to be... Hold on, so it's... Dash... Yeah, it's going to move 200 feet.
That's fine.
Actually, let me double check, because it might be farther. Because Step of the Wind's dash, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's an action dash, bonus action dash.
Yeah, with a base speed of 50.
Yeah. That's 150.
So it'll, yeah, that'll be 100 plus 50 from the down. Yeah, okay. So it's going to move a lot.
Whee!
Just it's hopping, it's running up. It is. I'm just going to say it's going to be 200 feet from you.
I think I can still catch up to that.
Possibly.
Holy moly.
We're having a monk off.
Yeah.
And the rest of the party is out of the fight.
Pretty much.
All right. Yeah, Silver String.
Oh
You
yeah.
just watch this person disappear running down the hall. It's very clear that Saz is getting ready to follow them as they're tensing up, and he's going to just take off. Already probably in the process of it. And Tolman is still unconscious on the ground, having taken the brunt of the first few attacks.
Yeah. I will healing word Tolmond.
Tolman,
Boom, there you go.
you could feel that warm, soothing, Kylos tinged power bring new life into you. You're suddenly awake with a gasp of air, looking up at the ceiling, and the first thing through your mind might just be not again.
And then yeah, I'll run up action dash for 70 feet of movement.
All right. And you're chasing the creature as well.
I will try to give chase. I don't think I can keep up with it, but hey.
We're having a movement off. All right.
Yep.
All right. So yep, Tolman's awake. You're already running up the stairs as best you can. Raz, your ally is in your way a little bit, but the creature is getting away.
So, my base movement's 55.
Mm-hmm.
If I put that with Step of the Wind, that's 110, right?
Yes.
Will that get me all the way up the stairs?
It should, yeah.
Is the creature within my sight?
At that point, it's actually out of sight from you because they are actually out of the building and around a corner.
Alright, so I could use, like... So I'm guessing I could do... use my movement to run, my action to run, and Step of the Wind to run, right?
Yeah.
So that's about...
Yeah, another 55. So 165.
Yeah, that's about 165, but I wouldn't have an action.
Yep.
If I could keep an action to get an extra 90, like...
For your Thunderclap Rush attack?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like, you could get there, but you wouldn't have the action. That's the only downside.
Yeah. Getting there is what I want to do.
Pretty
Because if I can get close enough to where I could at least keep visual on it.
Yeah.
Because Zoda has an idea of who it is just based off of two things. They punch, they did poison, and they can move really fast. So he's going to give chase and use all three, you know. He's going to do that full 165 to try and get as, you know, near to them as possible.
Alright, so just with a lot of speed, you just rush up the stairs. Already your key empowering you, and you're moving as fast as the wind. You are able to turn the corner with all your dashing. You see the figure heading down the steps, down into the village, and right then you explode in an explosion of thunder and reappear, I presume, in front of them?
Yep.
in front of them, you're met with a high-pitched eep, as suddenly you're there, and they obviously did not think anybody would be able to outrun them, because they, even though you can't really see much of them, they are seemingly very shocked to find you there, as you are.
Cone Stompers says that if I use it to get within 5 feet, I can take an action against that enemy, like an attack.
So the way that works is using that ability is an action, but if you land 5 feet within it and you still have your action, then you can take the attack action.
Okay.
But you use action to dash. Actually, wait. I don't think you can Thunderclap Rush because it's supposed to be an action.
No, I can't actually. So I would see them. I would have to.
You can probably get them next round though.
Yeah, I'll probably try to do that.
Because you are faster than them, and that extra 50 movement they can't use every round.
All right, then I'll do that. I'll wait my next round and then just try to cut them off. Yeah.
All right, William Brand. You've seen the person flee. You've seen Silverstring flee after them, and then you see Raz just disappear in a blur after that person as well. And it's just leaving you and a Tolman who's gasping for air, having just woken up.
They literally ran so fast. They're like 3 rounds of actions away from me, aren't they?
They're like,
yeah,
like they ran so fast. There's like that anime fucking after image bullshit. Like,
they're
moving faster than physics allows.
I think I'm out of this combat.
I'm literally Yamato from Naruto.
All right. Well, in that case,
well, they're currently right now about 200 feet from you. So it would be you dash for 60, so it would be like 3 rounds.
120. Yeah, it would be 3 rounds to even catch up, and that's if they don't move.
Yeah, that's if they don't move.
I am probably gonna regret this later, but I am gonna move 15, 30. Just because I'm worried about the amount of time this will take. 15, 30. Will is purposefully jogging towards the sphere.
Okay. As you approach the sphere, like the whispers get louder and louder.
Yeah, and since Tolman is here, he can see Will taking the amulet out of his pocket, the holy symbol, and then that'll be the end of my turn because that's my action and my bonus action, or that's my action and I don't really have a bonus action I can use.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, sorry, I hit the button.
You're fine. Tolman.
Did anybody get the number of that Minotaur that hit me?
We dealt a good blow and Raz is chasing them now, or Saz is chasing them now.
Any chance of catching them?
Not for me, but perhaps with your magic you could.
Well, I wouldn't be much help in a fight at this point. I guess I can take a look around and let's see what all this is about down here. And Tolman's gonna make his way towards Will and the orb and just kind of take stock of everything that's going on around him. See if he can kind of figure out what's going on.
All right, go and move yourself up towards Will. Silverstring's already up the steps, or in the process of climbing the steps, and you and Will are left to your own devices down here in the crypts. All right. The mystery figure standing on the steps kind of looks around, breathing heavily on this high-pitched, squeaky breaths. Looks kind of over their shoulder and sees like a very determined Sazota, just like Tom Cruise running towards them. Just this inevitable machine. It's like, ah! They're gonna think for a moment because they have options. They look at Zazota, they look at the steps, and they're just like kind of going back and forth, and then they jump off the steps. Keep in mind, you're like half a mile above the earth at this point. Like, you're very tall. This is a very tall tree. So they are jumping off the steps and into the air. And
I
that's
can follow them. I bet.
gonna be their turn. They're gonna fall about 500 feet doing that, because it's about what you fall in turn.
Or monk shenanigans.
Well, not even monk bullshit will save you from a fall that deep, like that.
Nope.
But other
their slow
shenanigans
fall
might.
ability doesn't. Yeah, their slow fall ability doesn't exactly cover that. But okay. Question: can I make an adjustment to my last turn and have bonus action to my thing to follow me, my sarcophagus lid?
That's fine.
Okay. It can move on its own, but I have to bonus action to give it an action, so it would have just action dashed alongside me. Second question.
Are you just gonna
Yeah.
be surfing on it? Like,
Second question: can I mount my?
yeah. I figured that's what you're going for.
Yep.
There's
So I will mount it with half my movement and then action dash with it. So it's I've made it 120 feet.
So there's this, like, from anybody who would be looking outside, first, like, this little figure runs around, checks their 6, sees another figure chasing him, then jumps off, and then just a second later, what remains of the door explodes outward as you, riding the sarcophagus lid like a magic fucking carpet, just explodes out the front of the temple, sending, like, just wood everywhere, before making a hard turn, just shoving up pebbles on the side, or pebbles and whatnot, as it makes a hard turn and begins following this person.
Can I see him?
Well, they did jump, and at
Them.
the end of their turn, it's like 500 feet fall. But
Yeah.
yeah, you'll be able to see them, but they would be about 500 foot straight down.
Okay. Okay. Well, I was just like, yeah. Look to Saz, be like, what are we supposed to do now?
I'm going after him.
How?
I actually have a question for the dungeon master. If I jump after them and use wings unfurled next turn, is there a way that I could get up at their level before I when they're falling? How am I describing this? Jesus Christ. Alright, I chase after them and jump. With all of my movement. I let myself fall high 500 feet. And then next turn I try to grab them midair and do wings unfurled. Would that
is
work?
it more than 500 feet?
Yeah, because you
That's
fall.
cool.
You fall like 500 feet at the end of your turn. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They're also gonna fall. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But you could certainly do it if they're within reach. If they continue to fall, like, it's gonna be this weird thing where maybe you can try to catch them at the end.
That's fine.
But yeah.
I want to try to fall as close to them as possible with all of my movement.
Oh, can you step up the wind fall?
That's what I'm wondering, because
I don't know if that's a thing.
I have wings unfurled, and that's going to let me fly until the end of my next turn. And that's kind of going to be my Hail Mary save us from dying thing. But for this, I want to use all of my movement to just kind of plummet down.
So it's a lot cooler in cinematic if I just say fucking allow this. So we're gonna just allow it because it's cool. It's been like a couple of seconds, so it's gonna be that cinematic thing where they jump and then a second later, you jump, lightning wings just come out of your back, and now I guess are you gonna try to snatch them out of the air?
Yes.
All right, make a grapple check and make an athletics check. Their acrobatics is really good. They have expertise in it, so it is a bit of a Hail Mary.
I'm going to tell them if you don't want to die, you'll let me grab you. 19? Please roll low.
I think they got like a plus 14 to this.
Oof. Please roll a 1. I could use inspiration to try to get a higher roll, couldn't I?
You're not
rolled a
going to roll
nine-
higher than a
You
19.
rolled
I don't
a
Yeah.
think.
19.
You
yeah.
got it, fair and square.
Yo!
Oh my god! Yes!
Hallelujah!
The dice tell the story.
Yeah.
And you jump
Yeah.
up after them, your wings unfurl, you're bearing down, like wings tucked in, like making, being as aerodynamic as
so
possible.
cool.
And then right as they're about to pull up, as a matter of fact, you realize that they're unfurling wings of their own. You slam into them and just like give them like just that epic monk hug. And now you've got them in like a falling bear hug as you are being kept aloft on lightning wings.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find the nearest like a branch to land on, cause otherwise it's every turn I step the wind down until we're like at the bottom.
Yeah. And this will be like about 1,000 foot you've dropped now? Oh, 500, because yeah, so you're about 500 foot down still.
Yeah.
All right, and now you've got them in a bear hug. They're small. They seem frail by holding them, but you know from just the sheer power you witness that they can be pretty strong. And that will be your turn, William. The whispers are getting louder as you approach.
Man.
I'm still just. I'm still stunned by what just happened. That was so cool.
I appreciate you letting me do that because that was awesome.
It's a lot cooler to say yes sometimes.
30. I think that's 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yep.
So he's jogging towards the sphere. Above table, I am intending to expend one of the miracles to release the souls to their afterlife with Kylos or return them to life.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
I think Kylos, releasing them to Kylos would be cool.
Yes, that's going to be my attempt. I'm going to try to
What do
let
people think about
Kylos,
that?
yeah, like let Kylos absorb them to its afterlife instead of the other creature's afterlife.
Oh my. Well,
Mhm.
the whispers in the orb are much louder. Every step you take, they just get louder and louder. The swirls inside, you can see brief glimpses of faces, brief glimpses of just souls. 5 sarcophagi lay on the other side of it, representing the graves of rogue figures. But you can't really see it on the battle map. Over the soul cage, kind of built around it and over it, is a statue of an arched angel. Can you speak Celestial?
No, let me
Yes.
see.
Well, you're not close enough yet.
Yeah, what languages does Will speak? Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Dwarvish. No,
So you
I do not
cannot
speak Celestial.
You cannot read the alphabet that's on it, but there is clearly a plaque dedicated to this archangel. And then Tolman, I guess we'll get closer on his turn.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just kind of following suit.
Like how the screen goes black because you're at like 1 HP. Okay, not 1, but close.
Pretty close.
All right, and you can read it. And the archangel standing over the soul cage is Arfariel, the shepherd of the lost.
The Shepherd of the Lost. Okay.
And that's who, that's what it's dedicated to. Do you have an action you would like to take, Tolman, or did you sprint?
Yeah, I just kind of dashed across.
Alright, now this is an important one because while you're falling, you're wreathed in lightning wings, but this little creature is struggling so hard to get away from you. Trying to slip through your grapple, so they will get another chance to escape before it's your turn, and you can land with them. So this is a very clutch moment.
Come on.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a. Actually, I'll make the roll first. I'm gonna public roll it. Like I said, they are gonna slip it. They're gonna use acrobatics. They do have expertise in this.
Ouch, I'm not beating that. Oof.
You can nat 20. I'll let you
All
succeed
right.
on a nat 20.
Alright.
Oh man. Is this an use of inspiration time?
Yeah, this will be my use of inspiration if I don't get it.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Ah!
Nope. Oh.
They're just so small that they do slip out of your grasp. That is their entire action, though, just to break your grapple. So they're not going to be able to attack you. They're not going to be able to dash. So they're still well within, like, you can grab them again range. But they do kind of slip through your grip, and as they're dropping, their tunic kind of moves, and they do unfurl wings of their own, which was their trump card before they realized that you kind of had a similar trump card. And their fluttering wings begin slowing their fall considerably. So they're not going to fall the 500 feet. They're just going to drift down about 60.
Okay.
They're going to be fluttering away, just making panicked little breaths and little, like, escape noises. It's the equivalent of, like, fuck, 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 fuck. Because they were clearly not expecting you. Silverstring. You could catch up and be in their general vicinity. You would still be 60 feet away from the person, but if you would just let yourself fall on your your mount.
Yeah, I might jump off the mount and just fall, but or have the mount fall with me.
Yeah, but yeah, if you choose to just slide off and fall it would be at the end of your turn though, because that's when you actually do the fall. But I made an exception for Raz, so I'm willing to make an exception for you. Maybe not going to do this every time we have fall, but it's a lot cooler if you can just fall and do the stuff and just fall.
Yeah, so if I fall 500 feet,
That would put you That would put you at 60 feet from.
60
target.
feet from it. Okay, and how far is the ground from where they are now?
Oh, they still have they could still fall for 3 more rounds before hitting.
So they have like 200 feet.
No, you fall 500 feet around, and
That's 1,500 feet.
Okay.
You
I
were
thought you were saying that they were falling 60. Yeah.
actually no, they can only fall 1 more round before hitting the ground.
Okay.
So yeah, you're about 1,200-ish feet up.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Hold on a second. I am going to try... Nope, that wouldn't really work, would it? It may be something funny. But usually that doesn't work. Okay, I'm thinking of jumping off and casting a spell from the Clylyre. Wind Wall, and putting him in the Wind Wall to really fuck up his flying, because he can't fly in the Wind Wall. Or at least that's how I'd like to flavor it anyways. Here, I'll ping it just to... Small or flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall. But
They are small, so.
But if I do place them in the wall, could I screw up their wings so they just start falling again?
You could, yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna jump off and attempt to do that. Just fall within 60 feet of them, play the Clylyre, and out from it gusts a big wall of wind towards them as it tries to entrap them and make them fall again.
Let's see.
They've got a DC
That does
strength.
damage too. Yikes.
Yeah,
The
11
only-
damage.
The only problem I have with the spell is the read the first sentence.
Oh, rises from the ground. Oh, okay. Would you like me to do something else then?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
you're right.
Yeah, that's true. Because I don't really think it's supposed to be used this way.
Okay. In that case, I will. Ha! That would be hilarious, but he has wings. I was gonna levitate him, just to make him stuck there.
It's always command.
Uh,
Oh my god! Yeah,
Levit-
there is.
levit-
Command drop.
Levitate doesn't say anything about you being able to fly. It says you must push off from a solid surface.
Hmm. Oh, that's true enough. Still, it wouldn't really work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I will try to command it. And
So it can't be anything obviously like damaging or suicidal.
Damaging.
I don't think, yeah, but you could.
yeah, just yell stop, basically. Like, what the fuck?
All right, what's your fucking spell DC?
17 wisdom saving throw.
All right, as they're falling, their wings unfurling, they just slip through Raz. You just fly over the edge, sort of riding this big stone sarcophagus down. Like you just breathe magic, your newly mastered spell. It comes to you as simple as breathing. Halt. And immediately, the creature halts. Their wings beating, keeping them at the exact same place they were as they look up at you. You can't really see their eyes, their face is completely wrapped. But they're just looking at you as they're not moving.
Okay, cool.
And you're still falling.
Oh yeah, bonus action, command my thing to fall with me. So
Yeah.
sarcophagus lids with me,
Yeah.
and that's my turn.
Now, if you fall next round, you're actually going to hit the ground at the end of your turn. So this round you're cool. Next round's the one that's bad.
Yep. I have a plan.
Plan. All right. So the creature is stopped. Oh, my bad. Raz. The creature's fluttering in the air. It just slipped through your grasp. But now you
All
saw
right.
Silver String falling and doing his thing.
I'm going to trust that Silver String isn't suicidal.
You haven't had him long, have you?
All right, I'm going to trust that he's not suicidal in this situation. But this is one slippery little hooded person who's definitely not a fluffy tabaxi. But he's halted.
He's halted.
Or they're halted. Silver String could probably catch them, right?
No.
Oh, alright. Fuck, cause
Oh wait,
I
who
f-
has the immovable rod?
not me.
Where's the party
Oh,
inventory?
I do. I do.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I will, I'm wondering if I should bank on what Sazota suspects. Fuck, this is Then again, even if it is who I think it is, I don't know if she can carry me, or they can carry me and themselves on their tiny little paws. I think I could get myself down safely if I just look for a place to land, though.
Yeah, you can find. Remember that you trust in the tree, right?
Yeah, I trust in the tree.
Yeah.
But getting this pesky hooded acolyte of balance?
Placeholder token. They fought these things in session 2.
I wasn't there. I'll say Kitty gets a platinum if you come with me, and then I'm going to try to grab her again.
All right.
You need a laser pointer.
I do kind of have one, but I'm not sure if lightning breath is like the best laser pointer.
It's a laser, all right. He's like, Kitty
Fuck.
gets a platinum. The small figure, like, still glaring at Silverstring, turns to you. Go and give me an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, advantage. 17.
All right, you crash into them. They're commanded to stay still. So they are going to stay still. So you crash into them, you wrap your arms around them, and you begin slipping off of them as they're not fighting to not be restrained, but fighting to just maintain their position in the air.
I'm going to trust in the tree and ask for something to put my feet on.
Your wings disappear. You're close enough to the tree, and as you're just like, a frond unravels and just barely catches one of your feet, but it barely like holds your weight. You're at like the maximum distance it can really reach out and grab you. So you're standing on it, but you're bobbing up and down in the wind that's swirling around this tree at this height. But you still have your footing, and you're not falling to your death anymore.
All right. And I'm gonna hold up a platinum. That'll be my turn.
All right, William.
All right. So William, rushing forward, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he'll hold the amulet of the godling, the holy symbol, above his head, outstretched in his palm, and he'll shout, "In the name of Kylos the Renewer, they welcome you to their open arms." And then I will move the rest of the distance and touch the holy symbol against the sphere, and expend one of the miracle dice in the effort to absorb the souls into Kylos's afterlife.
All right. So this is trickier than it sounds, because not only are you absorbing the souls into an afterlife, you're kind of creating an afterlife for Kylos, because he doesn't have one yet. So,
not so much absorbing them, but welcoming
Yeah.
them. So I guess if they choose not to, they would stay in the sphere?
Yeah. So this is
Question mark?
This is gonna be a weird thing. How many? So miracle dices are d6s, and this is important because some things have d difficulties. So go ahead and roll 1d20 plus the divinity, plus the amount of divinity dice you're going to want to use. The difficulty on this one is going to be 15, so I will let you choose how many divinity dice you want to throw at that.
So what is that? So slash roll.
How many do we have?
3. I think you have 3 right now.
D20 plus, what's the divinity?
It's 3.
Okay, plus 3, and then
However many of those
divinity
3 dice you want to use, because they're each a
It's,
d6.
It's a D6. Are you using all of them?
How many do you want me to use, guys? Just one?
2?
'Cause-
2.
Okay, so it'd be 1d20 plus 3 plus 2?
No. Plus
it's
2d6.
2d6.
Oh, plus 2d6. Okay, I thought it was plus the divinity rating, and then plus however many dice you used. Okay, so 1d20 plus 2d6.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. So
you
it
did
is
have it
plus
right.
three.
You do add the divinity rating to it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And am I allowed to expend my my inspiration on this too?
No. Not until after the roll.
Is there a space between the R? So it's /R
Space, yeah.
space. Okay. Fingers crossed. I
Yeah.
want this so bad. Yes!
Yo, based.
You rolled so low.
yeah.
11 plus 3 plus 1.
Whew.
You reach out with the holy symbol, the anchor of your faith, the thing that symbolizes everything you've gone through so far in the name of Kylos. And you place it upon the soul cage, the grand statue of Lothario looking down upon you, the Shepherd of the Lost. As you place it down, the whispers, so loud now that you're this close, begin to soften and fade. Whatever crystalline structure is made of this orb begins to crack and break before it falls. Not violently, but it's as if sand is spilling from an hourglass onto the floor. It's just, 1 minute it's a perfect circle, the next minute it's so many motes of insignificant matter. And the souls are gone. You feel this power rise up in you as you channel divinity. It's too much for you to bear, but you can feel Kylos' touch wrapping around your psyche, protecting you from its own power, even as you channel it as best as you are able. These souls wink out one by one, whispers of thanks, appreciation, and joy, mingled with a few of despair. And in that one glorious instant of pure divinity, the world has seen its second miracle in as many years. I will leave it up to you to write the scripture for this. You as in the group, because you guys are the ones who write this. But you have successfully channeled Kylos. You can feel Kylos' energy wrap around you all. Even those of you who aren't here, you can feel that divinity being used as you're all tied to it. As you have freed the hundreds of souls in the soul cage and ushered them, invited them into the first true afterlife they may have had. And where once that sphere stood, now a single sapling grows, having split up from the foundations of stone. For nothing can stop the process of renewal. Not even something as strong and sturdy as this. It was only an instant, but it was one distinctive fucking instant. Kylos' divinity goes up by 2 as you spend 2
man.
dice, and now you only have 1 dice left. So he now has a divine rating of 5.
Whew.
Hell yes.
That's sweet, man.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd like to think as the light flashes, like this, the incredibly bright light flashes and bathes over Will. As it dims slowly away, his hair has been just devoid of all color. It's been bleached completely white.
You go
And we'll say that he's been aged another 1d. Let's say 1d8. another 1d8 years. Oh, just 2 more years.
Once more, the stress of all this getting to William as he ages a little bit more each time. But as you stand there, stunned in the radiance of your not only your accomplishments, but the accomplishments of Kylos and your companions, it is Tolman's turn to react. On the edge of consciousness, beaten and bruised, witness firsthand this miracle.
My, William, what have you done? This is incredible.
It's a miracle.
I would say.
These helpless souls have been freed from the arms of that vile god. They've been given a better place.
So have they been recycled as before, or have they completely crossed over?
Not say, I do not know. All I know is that they don't have to deal with those soul collecting bastards anymore. I have no idea what it is that they truly do with the souls once they collect them. Do they return them? I don't know. For all I know, they do like Silverstring told us. They make them into things, forge them. Something disgusting like that. I've no faith in that religion and that cult. They've done nothing but show us facets of evil and vileness in their character. I cannot think that they have anyone's goodwill at heart. I mean to see the whole thing destroyed. I'll pull their temples down around their ears if I have to. I mean to smash their altars, burn their sacred books, and slay every cleric of theirs that I find.
While from what I would see, I would tend to agree with you. Can we maybe not judge the books so harshly?
Book?
And
Which
while,
book?
sorry. As you ask your question of which book,
Oh no, I said, can we not judge the books so harshly?
the books, okay. Oh, as Will's like, what books? The giant statue of Alfariel turns its head. The great stone making no noise, turning as easily as it would flesh, but clearly still made of stone. Ah, I found you. Meanwhile, this little creature being struggle snuggled by Raz, having just been commanded or mind controlled by Silverstring, suddenly finds itself not in the best situation. Kind of eeps, like, and tries to struggle and step away, trying to get away. Now you offered it. Go and give me a persuasion check, Raz. You did offer it a shiny shiny platinum coin.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't think you have inspiration left, so it's just like, and tries once more to escape. It's very good at getting away. Okay, make an athletics check.
Ah, come on.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 1 and still beat you with a 15 because skill checks don't autofill on ones.
This is sad. Come on.
I just like how it's a monk with no athletics. It's like they exist. Like a monk that can't grapple.
He's not meant for grappling.
I know. They're so much better at acrobatics. And the little creature slips through while you're standing on the on the frond. Begins falling, kind of twisting end over end. Unfurls its wings. It did not move last round, which means it's definitely not a tabaxi thing recharges. And it's going to fly 200 feet away.
Okay. Shouldn't it be commanded to stop?
Only for its turn. It didn't move last turn.
I cast it.
Oh wait, you cast it after its turn. Wait, I got the initiative order wrong. I thought you went before. Okay. So I gave you the game plan. However, it can't do that because it's commanded to stop. My bad. Thanks for reminding me. As it's stuck there, yeah, I got lost in the other narratives.
And it was still grappled, right?
Yeah, so it's still grappled. It's not able to slip away because it's halting, and it's just basically still like trying to go away, but it's still being snuggled. And under the power of your command, it's not able to move. Now it's your turn, Solarstream.
Okay. So how far away am I from it now?
You are still 60 feet away from them and Raz.
And how far am I from the ground?
About like 310 feet.
Okay, so now's the turn to
stop
figure
falling.
things out. Okay. Oh shit, how far was I from Raz? Is it 60 feet?
Yeah, you're 60 feet from both of them.
Okay. Can I mount my hoverboard again?
Yes.
Okay. This might be very awkward, but I'm going to try it. And then bonus action, command it to dash. So it's over top of the over top of them. And I want to see if I can do this. You can tell me no, but I'll reach down and touch the sarcophagus and stone shape it if I can. Forming a cage around the dude.
Let's see. So you're gonna. That's an action to cast, right?
Yeah. Because I mounted the thing with half my speed, then bonus action commanded it to move over top of the guy. So I'm on top of a cage that Raz is holding with a theoretically not a tabaxi inside.
Yeah, I'm looking through it.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I don't know if I'll allow this all the time, but for this time, just for rule of cool, and
That's fair.
That and Will could be leaving at any second now. Yeah, you reach out and you touch the sarcophagus lid, the power of your lyre, the strum of your instrument, molding it as if clay within an instant, and it becomes this like little hamster ball of stone around this little creature. The bars are thin. You're not sure how strong this thing is. They might be able to smash through it because you're only working with so much stone. But they are in a very makeshift cage with a single hinge door that's certainly locked and closed. And you're still falling?
Yeah, like technically I'm on top of the cage that Saz is holding because I was standing on top of it, but I could definitely still be falling, yes.
And, well, yeah, that's on the cage. The tree is going to reach out and grab you, but you're still going to take all that falling damage. But falling damage is capped. Now, Raz didn't take the falling damage because they were flying. You were not.
Nope. I might be hitting the ground hard here, but I wanted to do this.
Wow.
I had another plan if
Yeah, You passed
You know,
up
I
on
shouldn't have
casting
done-
fly on yourself so
I
that you
did.
could do this.
This is
Yep.
the give or take. I'll definitely allow this, but the off side is ow. All right.
This is success at a cost at its ultimate.
All right. So falling damage is capped at 20d6. We know that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be.
Oh,
Otherwise, you would be at, I think, 100 and something right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, just for dramatic purposes, how much health do you have right now?
67.
Oh, this isn't gonna. But I'll roll publicly.
Oh, average. Oh my god.
my god.
you have one
1 hit
HP.
point.
1 hit point in a dream, baby.
That's so good.
The dice went.
I hear
okay.
your fucking kneecaps break.
So, like, you shape this stone cage, and you're maintaining concentration. One hand sort of guiding it, and the other hand playing your lyre. And just as you're about to fall and hit the little creature, it snaps shut. And then there's that horrific, like, split second of cringe where you realize you're about to hit the cage. You slam into it. All the breath is gone from your lungs. You can just feel your bones breaking as you are caught. And then with a wheezing cough, you realize you're still alive. Everything hurts. You're leaking blood from just about every orifice. And this is one of the worst you've felt
God.
in a very long time.
Why'd I do that?
And meanwhile, Raz, you have a front row ticket. You're just covered in blood. His own blood, because his skin actually breaks open a little bit. He's bleeding profusely. He's going to survive. You've seen him take worse. But yeah, he literally just closed this creature in a cage, and then fell upon said cage, nearly dying. Still conscious. Still conscious.
What was the name? Did the Tabaxi ever give us their name?
Shimmer.
All right, look, Shimmer. We all know what's going on. You're we're like
Maybe we don't
500
know.
feet. Maybe we don't know. We're 500 feet in the air. We can talk about this. We're not trying to kill you, or I'm not.
I put you in a cage.
Yeah, you're kind of in a cage. I think Silverstring might be on the brink there. Plus, also, we did pay you, so you technically will have to be stuck with us anyway. So, I think we should talk this out like adults.
The little creature looks up at the person now bleeding all over them. Looks at Raz, or Saz, sorry. Sazota looks back up at Silverstring, reaches up, pulls down their mask, revealing, yep, it's Shimmer.
So now I have
Fuck.
quite
And
a
you
lot
just-
of questions.
And you just hear, fuck. And that's what we'll end our session.
Fuck. Alright, I have questions.
Soda, you work for me, bitch. I paid. Oh, I love it so much.
I'll stop recording now.